Big up, everybody. How are you doing? I am the long-haired Yeti, and yeah, we're gonna watch Forest against Ferencvaros or Ferencvaros or whatever it's called. That's pretty much key tonight with the Europa. So yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to do. And let me just have a quick look and find what I'm looking for, because I still haven't found what I'm looking for. And right, okay, so let's get on to there. Get the game going. I don't think it's not on Sky, but I think it's on TNT actually. Right, so we'll get this sorted out first of all, and work it through there. Right. You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off. Right, okay, so that's sort of that. Hopefully we'll get a decent thing on this as well. It's not going off all the time. Should be alright. It was alright the other day. It's fine the other day, so... Right, I've got about half hour left to go before the game actually kicks off, and yeah, it's quite an interesting team, to be honest, today. But we got to get a win. We got to get a win on this one, and basically, Ferencvaros are pretty decent, to be honest, as well. They are actually a good team. So it is going to be difficult. We're going to have to be on it. No Luca, unfortunately. I was hoping to see Luca and see what he was all about and everything. But fortunately, he's probably not ready yet or whatever. So we'll have to wait on that one. Big up, Brian. How you doing, matey? Hope you're well, pal. You guys won last night, didn't you? Who did you play? I can't remember now. But I think you won last night. Is that working? Tis working. Tis working. Yeah, you won last night, didn't you? I think I didn't watch any Champions League last night. Too busy doing other things. And yeah, Napoli away. What was the score? Right, let's have a look at the Forest team that's going to be playing tonight. So we've gone with Sells, Williams, Morato, Sangari, Endoy, Dominguez, Jesus, Yates, McAtee, Milenkovic, and Abbott. And on the bench, we've got Gunn, Willows, Murillo, Hudson-Odoi, Gibbs-White, Bakwa, Aina, Whitehall, Thompson. Oh, Sinclair's on there as well, and Hammond. Interesting side. I think he really wants to sort of get a look at these players before he decides they're going to go or whatever, which I'm down for that. It's all good. Palmer, João Pedro came through clutch because the rest of the team was mid, really, was it? And 3-2. Oh, it's a win, isn't it? A win's a win, I guess. But yeah. I mean, what do you think about this Palmer Man United thing? I think somebody's just made that up on the internet. I think somebody's just done clickbait on the internet and everybody's sort of gone for it. Can't see why Palmer would want to go United, to be honest. I don't see like any reason for anything like that, to be quite honest with you. So, and it seems a bit strange to me, that does. But yeah, we got whatever they're called, Ferencvaros tonight. So if you have a look at the table, I got a crack in my neck the other day, and mate, I tell you what, it just keeps jabbing at me all the time. Right, so looking at the table, Ferencvaros are in 7th place with 15 points. We are in 16th place with 11 points. If we could manage to get a win tonight, which is not going to be any easy way in any way, shape, or form, but I expect to see a performance, we could end up with 14 points. Now, depending what happens with other games, that could do us quite good, to be fair. That could do us quite well. But we'll have to wait and see on that one, I suppose. But hopefully it's going to be a good game. Hopefully, we've got a few players in there that need to show something as well, in my opinion. If we don't get CL or if they don't bring some experience, I think he's gone. Do you reckon he'll leave? Do you reckon he'll go? I don't see any reason why he'd want to go, to be honest. I mean, he's not going to be cheap, is he? He's not going to be cheap when you look at how good he is and everything like that. So, I mean, I don't know why. I wouldn't think he'd go. This will be my last stream, by the way, on StreamYard because my time's ran out for the month. Mind you, it's nearly February anyway, isn't it? So, I mean, I suppose you get some new in February, I suppose. But it might be my last time on StreamYard. I want to use the other one anyway because I can put like the graphics on, the teams and all that kind of stuff, and maybe get a clock on the screen and all that kind of thing. So, Cloud Lake pays shit wages and he's elite. That is true. Is the wages that bad, is it? Yeah, that's a good reason to leave. Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's one of the reasons that they would possibly leave. Definitely. What's your thoughts on Sterling? I bet you're glad to get him out the door, aren't you? I mean, I can't believe Sky Sports today, mate. Honestly, Sky Sports today. Oh, you've got to feel sorry for Sterling. I'm like, why you got to feel sorry for Sterling? He's been stealing away for ages. Why you got to feel sorry for him? He's like a multi-millionaire, isn't he, or something? Not sure I feel sorry for him. StreamYard makes you pay after certain hours, for fuck's sake. Yeah, it's basically, it's like, what is it? How much does it cost? About 40 odd quid now to get it for the month. I'm just not going to bother, and you can't even put any videos on or anything now. You know, I mean, I've only got this picture because I'm using NVIDIA broadcast. That's the only reason why I've got the picture. 150k wage cap and fuck yeah, 325k a week is mad. Yeah, I know. Why would you have to feel sorry for him? I can't get my head around that at all. They don't have to talk some more shit. They're fucking Sky Sports people. I don't know where they get them from, to be honest. I mean, you're sitting there, right? You're sitting there counting your pennies. Can I afford the eating? Can I afford this? But then you've got an idiot on the screen saying that you've got to feel sorry for a millionaire. Yeah. Yeah, of course. Yeah, absolutely I do, because it'll take him a longer time to count his money than it'll take me to count my fucking 10p. Fucking ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. Right, okay, so let's get going on this. Jog on, Sky Sport. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. I mean, there ain't a lot of other things you can watch, though, is there really? Than that. That's kind of the only one that kind of. I mean, they're a bit slow anyway. I think Twitter's probably the best thing you can go on to actually get things going. What do you think to 50 million for Strand Larson anyway? Do you think he's worth 50? I don't think he's worth 50, to be honest. I'm not sure on Mateta for 40, to be fair. I've got a good feeling about this Luca guy that we've got anyway. I want to see him getting plenty of chances. Because he looks pretty decent, to be fair. Right, let's get this on here as well. Ferencvaros. There we go. No way market is done for. Yeah, I mean, well, I think basically what they've done is they've just looked at Palace's situation. They get rid of Mateta, then they're going to be desperate. So they put more money on Strand Larson. Big up, Fernie, mate. How you doing, pal? You looking forward to your game at the weekend, mate, against Arsenal? Are you going to stop them, mate? Are you going to be the next nail or what? How's that going to go? I'll tell you what I would do, mate, 100% with Arsenal at the minute. You know, when they get the Zubimendi in the middle, every time he's in the middle in the defensive situation, get on him as soon as possible. That's what I'd be doing. Buddy, looks like Palace have pulled out of deal of JSL. Have they actually pulled out? Okay, I didn't know that. Big up, Pepsi. How you doing, matey? Good evening. Yeah, all well. Yeah, absolutely. And Palace signing Gessard from Villa. What? So they're not bothered about it? They've gave up on Strand Larsen. I thought it was almost a done deal, to be honest. The Strand Larsen one. Yeah, I thought it was almost a done deal, to be honest. Strand Larsen. How is everybody anyway? Everyone's well. Didn't watch any Champions League last night. Seen some of the highlights and stuff. Liverpool looked all right. 6-0, was it? Press Zubi his pants with his Premiership pressure. Yeah, exactly. 100%. That I mean, having looked at the United game and what happened there, I think everybody would have to be looking at trying to press Zubi, to be honest with you. Say they have called interest in him. Oh, okay. What about you guys? Are you still interested in him? I think he's all right. I don't think he's 50 million, though. I wouldn't say 50 million of all right, to be honest. It says they have called interest in him and Gyökeres pants too. Scored a nice goal last night, to be fair. I mean, it's been a long time coming, hasn't it? But he did get one. Red Spuds after Mateta. Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah, I nearly said Arteta then. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard Spurs might be interested in it as well. I don't think I'm that bothered, if I'm honest, to be quite honest with you, because the thing is, he wants to get somewhere that could have Champions League next season, and it's a very slim hope for us. So what's he going to want to do when it don't happen? That's my thing, and then you're going to have a big payout to get rid of him. We won't pay above 40 mil. Nah, I don't blame you. 50 mil is wide. I think that wild. I mean, I think it's 45 plus 5 add-ons, so it'll be whatever he offers and whatever he does. To whether they up it to 50 or not. But I don't think it's value for money, to be honest. And like I say, I like this Luca guy, to be honest. JSL deal is quite simple. If Mateta goes, he comes in. Is it definitely still going to happen, Jack? Do you know? Because you'll know better. So would you say it's definitely going to happen or not? Big up, Yeti, what is going on? Big up, Bargab. How you doing, matey? You're well, pal. With your red eyes? What's all that about with your red eyes? Look like something off bloody 28 days later. Big up, Yeti, mate. You okay, mate? I am, Adam. How are you, matey? How are you doing, brother? You all right? Hopefully we can get a win tonight, because it could be massive toward what we're doing at the minute. Don't know how it's in the balance. I just don't understand why you'd agree a deal, then walk away. Yeah, I mean, well, it's been agreed with Larsen, hasn't it, and everything. So I think it's just a matter of getting it set, which I've heard it's supposed to be doing at the weekend. But I mean, I don't know whether that's going to be the case or not. But I don't know. You know what it's like. It can all of a sudden go wrong and shit like that. But I think he will end up at Palace. But I don't know. You have to talk to the Sky Sports people. Where is Ferencvaros? Good question. I have no idea. Is it Romania or something? Is it? I don't actually know where they are, to be honest. I don't like talking like I don't know about the team, because then it makes it seem like I just think, oh, they're nothing. Hungarian. They're Hungarian. Budapest that competes in the Nemzeti Bajnokság, top flight of Hungarian football. They're doing all right in the Europa, though. Unless our agent's trying to scam some money, that is possible as well. Very possible. 1 hour ago, JSL deal looks off, signing Gessard on loan from Villa. I think they're going for both of them, mate. I think they're going for both of them. I'm okay, thank you, Yeti mate, and big up Brian, bro. I bet you enjoyed that result, didn't you, mate? Well, you got the Man City one, and then you got the Arsenal one. Been awesome for United. What players your team getting in before Monday, Yeti mate? Well, we've got Luca in now. I think we're looking at a left back, but I haven't heard any names. We're also apparently looking at Saw as well, the goalkeeper from Wolves. I suppose they'll fucking ask us for God knows how much money for that as well. Because Victor's injured, he's done now for the season. Other than that, Dunk, I heard Dunk, but they're not going to. I didn't think they was going to get rid of Dunk, to be honest with you. I would have took Dunk, though, to be fair, but they're not going to get rid of Dunk, so I don't think that one's going to happen. I'm pretty sure there'll be a few things come up, though. Knowing Forest, I think there'll be a few things come up at certain times. But at the minute, I haven't heard a great deal, to be honest. The problem is, Adam, is there was a time where you could read about teams interested in players and you could like fully go with it. But the way it is now, you've got that many people clickbaiting all the time. You just never know which ones to take note of or not. So if Dice talks about it or anything like that, then fair enough, I'll take notice of it. Guess and 1 goal in 13 appearances. Hooray, let's get the fucking balloons out. Mate, why is it about you're not looking at players that have scored 1 goal in like a fucking year? Who was that other one? It was that 18-year-old, wasn't it? He'd not got many either. Heard Odegaard is going to Forest. He fucking ain't. Nah, mate, you keep your trash, bro. You keep your trash. We don't want your trash. I'm loving Man United at the minute. Yeti, mate, got keep it up Sunday. Man United v Fulham at 2 at home. Yeti, mate. Yeah, I mean Oscar Bob, he's just signed for him as well, isn't he? Fulham can be a difficult team, but I do kind of like what I'm seeing with Man United at the minute. If they can keep it running, I think they'll be fine. They're looking decent at the minute, to be honest. Well, according to any Aluko, that's a goal a game. Yeah. It is, isn't it? Yeah. I should have said that when I seen it. But that's a goal a game. You lot with a form round should win 3-1, I reckon. Yeah, I think so. I was saying the other day to my cousin that United looked to me like they've sort of really turned the corner. They look really good. I mean, it's a bit harsh losing Dorgu. I mean, that goal was fantastic. That goal was fucking cracking, that goal was. And the Cunha one as well. You knew he was going to shoot. So, are you guys seeing the team that we're putting out today? We're going with Souls, Williams, Morato, Sangari, Endoy, Dominguez, Jesus, Yates, McAtee, Milenkovic, and Abbott. And then obviously we've got Gunn, Willows, Murillo, Hudson-Odoi, Gibbs, White, Bakwa, Aina, Whitehall, Thompson, Sinclair, and Hammond on the bench. So, yeah. Still giving these guys a fair chance, which I don't mind that, to be honest. Some United fans need to calm down about giving Carrick the job full time. We've seen United be shit, then pick up form with Ole, then players throw him under the bus too. True, I think they need to sort of see how it goes from now to the end of the season. If the application's still there and the players are still trying as hard as what they have been, then I wouldn't say no to it, to be honest. Why not? If it's working, it's working. When you find something that's working, then you go with it, don't you? But I think it's all going to come down to how it keeps going until the end of the season. We'll see sort of where it goes sort of after that, I suppose. But at the minute, it looks like he's got them on a good level. You know, they're playing well. I wouldn't like to play them at the minute, to be honest with you. But you know, they look like they're doing all right. West Ham signed Traore as well, haven't they? They've got the speed merchant. Nice. I think Forest winner 2-1. Gibbs White on his day is a menace. Yeah, he's not. He's on the bench at the minute, but I'm sure if things ain't working out, they'll bring him on. For Forest were after Mateta, 35 million. Well, they've offered 35 million, but Palace want 40. So I don't see why Mateta would want to skip to come to us. I mean, I get the Champions League link, you know, but I mean that's a slim chance in the Europa that we get Champions League, isn't it? So I mean, I'd take him. I mean, the guy can score goals. Well, I mean, Jack will say he can't at the minute, but I mean, when you sign for another club, maybe there'll be a difference. I don't know. I don't know. I want to work with this Luca guy. To be honest, he looks fucking fantastic. If we can get him settled and stuff, he looks really good. He looks really dangerous as well. He can make a goal and he can score a goal as well. And he's really good with his head as well. He's a big player, you know. So I mean, I want to sort of work with him and stick with a one because he scored a cracker the other day, hadn't Igor Jesus? But like Dice said, you can never have too many strikers. So United always get a new manager bounce. They give him the job in 18 months' time. They'll be here again. Yeah, it's possible. I mean, look, it's hard to say for fact, really, but it could possibly go that way. Yeah. I think you just enjoy what you're seeing now, and if the team keep buying in, then it might actually work out. It might actually go the opposite way as well. But he's actually getting something out of Bruno as well. So it's quite big. And Mino, he's got him on the pitch, and he's doing all right as well. We don't want Mateta at the club. He got booed off against Chelsea. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. If you end up like getting Strand Larson and keeping Mateta, surely Nketiah is going to be wanting to leave, and because he ain't going to get many chances, is he? If Strand Larson comes in, I can't see you keeping both of them. To be fair, and you're same as me, Jack. As soon as a player decides they don't want to be at your club, like Douglas Luiz, fucking get lost. Then go away, fuck off. That's always been my take on it. I don't want anybody. I mean, let's face it. I mean, there's a few days to go yet, so I mean, there could be some big ones all of a sudden come out. You've got agents like floating players' names around because they want a payday, obviously. So I mean, it's quite a scary time as well, especially when you're clubs like ours. When you're clubs like ours, it's quite a scary time. But apparently, we're looking at that Isidore as well. Sounds like some of fucking Harry Potter, doesn't it? Yeah, he's. We're looking at him as well. The Sunderland striker, but so is Everton as well. So I don't know what we're gonna do yet. If you don't want to be at the club and hate it that much, then or rip up your contract and take no more wages. But no, they don't do that. No, and they also don't hand in transfer requests anymore either. Because if they do that, they lose out on bonuses and stuff, don't they? I mean, mate, honestly, there's nothing. I don't think there's nothing worse than when players turn around and say, "I don't want to play for this club anymore." For me, get out, get out. I don't want anybody who don't want to play for the badge. Oi, pack the fucker up, pack it up, stop it. Don't fucking stick your tongue out at me. Stop it. That's it. Sit the fuck down. He's got something wrong with his jaw. Who's going after free agent Raheem Sterling? Oh, mate, I hope not us. I was just talking about him now to Brian, watching Sky Sports earlier, and he's saying, "Oh, you know what? Really, you've got to feel sorry for Sterling." I'm like, "Why you got to feel sorry for Sterling? Fucker's been stealing a wage for fucking ages. A millionaire, isn't he, or something like that, just sitting there. I mean, why has he not been knocking on the door at Chelsea to play games? Why has he just decided to leave? I don't want him. I don't want Sterling. Be another one of those marquee signings. I'm not interested in that in any way, shape, or form. But we will probably register our interest. I don't intend to shop in the dustbins of the big six clubs. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I don't know where Sterling will end up going, to be honest. I can't say as I would be that enamoured with it. To me, it'd be another Lingard. Just a lot of money spent, to be honest, for nothing. It will be a London team, I'm guessing. Yeah. I mean, let's face it, he's only really been good for Man City and Liverpool, hasn't he, really? I definitely wouldn't want him at my club, to be fair. But we'll see. I suppose it might be something that they try and do. I mean, we could do with something on the right at times, to be fair. But I wouldn't want him. We are already shopped in Arsenal's dustbin and pulled out Eddie. I ain't doing that shit again. What is going to happen to Eddie Nketiah, though? He should go back to QPR and then call it a day. Yeah. I think he'll still get a Premier League club, but who it will be, I don't know. I just hope we don't try and do it as like a marquee type signing thing. I mean, it might work. I don't know, but I've not seen much from him in the past. I mean, he played for Arsenal, for fuck's sake. He can't do anything for Arsenal. Then, who you're going to do anything for? It's not one I want to see, to be fair. He should go back to QPR. Is that where he originally came from, then, QPR? I didn't know that. I know he was at Liverpool. Right. What time we on? Right, we've got 4 minutes left to go before kick-off. Game's not come on yet. So we've got 4 minutes to go. Eddie was crap at Leeds in the Championship, couldn't start a game, so what possessed us to sign that is unreal. Yeah, absolutely. Who's going to pay Sterling's wages, though? Yeah, 100%. Yeah. That's what I mean. If you take him on, it's like the wages again. It's just going to be another Lingard situation. I didn't like the Lingard situation, to be honest. But apparently, he was great in the dressing room. Lingard was fantastic in the dressing room. He G'd everybody up. He fucking clowned around and all that lot, and he made all the players feel great. So, I mean, I would have rather, like fucking employed a court jester or a fucking jester if that's what we want, instead of Jesse Lingard. Yes, he was in their academy and stuff. Oh, okay. I don't know. I never really saw where he came up from, to be honest. I saw him when he was in Liverpool. He's not a player I would want, to be honest. No way. No chance. That's what really fucks me off about these clubs. When it's all going well, you can't stop hearing from them. But when it goes wrong, you don't hear from them. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I mean, I saw the press conference today of Daesh and Milenkovic and all that kind of stuff. It's quite a decent press conference, to be honest. But Daesh was saying he'll have as many strikers as he can have. I mean, I'm not quite sure on that one, but I want us to try and work with this Luca because he looks decent. I don't know whether he's going to be able to get versed with the league and everything quick and all that kind of stuff. But if you look at the videos of him, he does look decent, but they do look decent most of the time on the videos. Big up, Daniel. How you doing, mate? Hope you're well, pal. Back in the day, you could ask questions directly to the board about what's going on, but nowadays, radio silence. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Where are Forest in the league phase? Oh, we're still trying to build shit at the minute, to be fair. I think where Forest are concerned, we've got to keep doing things, keep the players that we want to keep, the best players, but that's not going to be easy. Let's face it. So yeah, we're not all that great, to be fair. Just got to stay in the league this season, to be honest. The Ange Postecoglou thing didn't help us. We've just got to manage to maintain to stay in the league, basically, and then try and get something sorted out for next season. I don't doubt that we'll put the money in it, though, to be fair. Right, we got 3 seconds before the game starts. All right, gents, big up Expat. How you doing, matey? What's your thoughts on Mateta and stuff like that? I'm not overly thingy with it, to be honest with you. Yeah, he might be able to score goals. I don't know. I'm not overly on it, to be honest. Right, we are starting up, and we've got the team on the hill. My days, there's some names there on their team. Bloody hell, I don't even know half of them, but I bet I will by the end of the game. PS, remember to press the thumbs up button. Cheers, Expat, and big up, Mark. How you doing, matey? Good afternoon, Yeti. Hope you're well. I am, mate. Hope you're well as well. Right, let's have a good performance today, then. Have you seen the team? Got Sinclair on the bench again. You got a lot of the main ones on the bench. McAtee's getting another chance as well. Gibbs White's on the bench. He's obviously wants to have a real good look at these players before he decides whether they're going to stay or whether they're leaving or not. My brother thought about going tonight, but it's 70 quid a ticket. Oh, 70 quid. Bloody hell. Yeah, I'd never be doing that. That's insane. I'd never be doing that. Right, we're about to kick off. And Ferencvaros kick off. And that's down the left-hand side. That's one in the air by Sangari. Over to Anderson. And that's gone out for a throw-in. And I shall tell you the time in a second when it comes on. Come on, Reds. All I want every single time is a performance. I just want a performance. That's it. And a win would be nice as well. And that's another throw-in on the right-hand side. 36 seconds gone in the game. And it's Forest with a throw with Abbott. Long throw in. Jesus wins it. That's kicked back, though, by Ferencvaros. And he's not controlled that very well. And that's gone out for a throw-in on the right-hand side. That's a little bit of pressure going on there. So Forest got a throw-in on the right-hand side. And good evening, all you beautiful people. Come on, you irons. Big up, Harry. How you doing, matey? And does that include a 3-course meal? And a Mateta ahead of Strand Lawson. And Forest is 17th in the league phase and in the playoffs. And good luck tonight. Yeah, cheers, Harry. Appreciate it, mate. And Harry and Shirley. What do you think about you got Adama Traore now as well, haven't you? That's the first foul given on Morato. And it's Ferencvaros with it now, trying to get down the right-hand side. Forest pressing forward, though. Ball over the top. That should be Morato's. He heads the ball back into the centre. Ends up with Sangari. He has to boot it up in the air. And the ball is just in the air at the minute. Morato heads the ball back. Cut out again by Sangari. And then Yates gets fouled. Sangari gets fouled. Come on, Forest. Seem to have started brightly. All right, Jack. And I'm going on Sunday. Nice. Nice. How much was that, expat, for Sunday? Is it about the same price? Into Morato. Morato then back to Sells. Sells smashes it down the middle. That's won again by Jesus. And Yates gets onto it, gives it to McAtee. McAtee puts it in the middle to Sangari. Sangari puts the ball over the top, looking for Endoy. And Ferencvaros managed to keep hold of that. Smashes it up the pitch. Well, that's gone out for a throw-in. 3 minutes and 8 gone. Throwing Forest. It's thrown into Jesus. Jesus across to Abbott. Abbott just coming over the halfway line on the right-hand side. Plays it into McAtee. McAtee, really quick passing it from McAtee at the minute. Into Yates, across to Sangari. Sangari plays it forward, gets it to Endoy on this left-hand side. Endoy into the box, and that's straight into the keeper's hands. Did look good, look decent, though. Not a bad start so far. And Sullivan and Brady doing a fantastic job at West Ham, says Pepsi. 2 sides last season battling for glory. This season, 2 sides battling for the worst self-destruct season. Yeah. And I don't know much about Adama, but the Nuno's man, got to give him the tools he wants, Yeti. I do believe he'll stay up, but I do smoke copious amount of weed. Yeah. I think you'll stay up. I think you'll stay up. Traore's all right. He's like all pace though, and not a lot of end product. Or that's how he's always been, from what I've seen. Anyway, he looks like he's got all the tools, but don't know how to use them. Throwing to Ferencvaros on the left-hand side. Smashes it over to the right-hand side. That should have been picked out by Endoy, but he's onto it though, Endoy. And they have to play it back into the defence. Going through the middle now with a 36. Now it's Forest pressing forward again. Get the ball down the right-hand side, Ferencvaros. And trying to get it through the middle. Get it over to the left-hand side. And here comes the first test for Abbott. Gets it back. Ball tries to cross the ball in. That's going to be a corner for Ferencvaros. I'm just going to call him Fur. And there's decent chance Forest get Celtic in the knockout stage. That'll be spicy. Yeah, big up, Mark. Yeah, absolutely. £55 steep plus flights, car, hotel, etc. I have to be honest, I thought about cancelling after Braga, but Brentford got me excited again. Yeah, I get that. And Betis 1-0 against Feyenoord. Yeah, it's Betis we need to lose and we need to win, basically. Oh, and there's nearly a goal there. Oh. They nearly scored there. It was off the underside of the bar from a corner. Took a short corner, gets it into the box. Headed, nay, it's the post. And then the shot comes in from the edge of the area and that goes over. Wow, that was close. Come on, lads. Six minutes and 27 gone. Forest with it now. Abbott smashes it up the pitch. That ends up with McAtee. McAtee now turns, gets the ball across to Morato. Murato then plays a ball down the left-hand side, but that's cut out instead of going to Endoi. Murato again pushes forward. Forest really pushing forward at the moment with Sangari. Sangari into Yates. Yates to Milenkovic. It's another foul. Keeps stopping the game. 7 minutes gone. 0-0. Luca on the bench. I like the look of that Luca guy, I must admit. I was hoping we got him on today, actually. Here's Murato. Murato, long ball over the left-hand side, looking for Endoi. Endoi takes it well. He's got it on the touchline. That's gone out for a throw-in. Throw-in Forest on the left-hand side. It's into Sangari. Sangari then gets it down the left-hand side. It's getting a lot of pressure, though, coming in at the moment. And Endoi manages to get through that pressure. But again, that's another throw-in on the left-hand side. Come on, Endoi looks up for it. Well, that fucking wrong. Oh, fucking hell. Betis goal disallowed, nice, and Porto 0, Rangers 1, and same. I wanted Luca to start. Yeah, I was hoping he did, to be honest. Probably be in for Palace though, I guess. He looks really good. If he can adapt quick, then we should have a decent one on our hands there. Here's Yatesy. Ball right through the middle. Again, they just cut the ball out, though. Ferencvaros getting a lot of pressure from Forest at the minute, but they managed to get the ball away onto this left-hand side. And they're going up this left-hand side now. Settle it down, Yeti. What did it mean, anyway? Wrong hole. Fucking wrong. So I said to my ex once, but that's another story. Right, okay, so Forest now back to Murato. It's into Endoi. It's back to Murato again. Murato long ball down the left-hand side looking for Jesus. Jesus wins it again. He needs someone to support him, Jesus, because he does win the ball a lot up front. Back into Sangari. Sangari back to Murato. Murato's been used quite a lot so far. Back to Sangari again. Nice ball forward. That's what I like about Sangari. He always plays the ball forward. Foul on Dominguez. Yeah, I would have loved to have seen Lucas start. I was hoping that's what actually happened. He looks quite a talented player, to be fair. I think it just comes down to whether he adapts, really. But if he does, he looks quite a decent player. Murato with the header. Oh, Forest have got it in the box. Can't get the ball on the goal, though, at the moment. Gets it back to Abbott. Abbott then plays it down the left-hand side, winning quite a lot in the air at the minute, Forest. And we got it again now with Williams. It's back to Milenkovic, back to Williams. Williams then ball down the left-hand side, but that's going to go out. 10 minutes and 48 gone. Still 0-0. Good start. It's a good start. Wanted to see Robbie Keane as a manager. I don't think we got the credit he deserved because of Rudd, Cole, etc. Yeah, Rude. Sorry, not Rudd. I meant Rude. Good stuff there. Just needed to get a touch on that, and we could have had a goal there. Here's Sangari. Sangari back to Milenkovic. Milenkovic across to Abbott. Abbott on this right-hand side has to drop back, drops it back to Milenkovic. It's across to Murato. Murato then ball down the left again, looking for Endoi, but Endoi can't win that. Forest still keep hold of it, though. It's with Williams. He drops it back to Sells. Sells into Abbott. Abbott's having a bit of a run at him now. Gets it to McAtee. McAtee then to Yates. Back to Abbott. Back to McAtee. And then Yates just puts the ball out for a throw-in. 12 minutes gone. That Abbott looks decent as well. For a short lad, Dominguez is good in the air. Yeah, absolutely. Can you remember another short guy who was excellent in the air? His spring was insane. Striker. Yeah, he's with Ferencvaros now, coming down the right-hand side. He's flying down this right-hand side as well. Gets it into the middle. That's cut out again by Abbott. Just kicked out straight into Ferencvaros again. And they're coming forward again down the middle. Gets it across to the right-hand side. Jesus can't win it. They're starting to get the passes going now. Sangari stops that, though. And it's back with Ferencvaros in the centre circle. Abbott is really composed for someone so young. Yeah, he is. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, the one I was on about was Johnson. David Johnson. The way he could spring, but for such a little guy, was insane. David Johnson. That's booted up in the air by Ferencvaros. Morato's going to get that, smashes it up the left-hand side again, and Dominguez gets up to head the ball into Jesus again, and ball there from Ferencvaros. That's going to be another free kick. Come on, Forest. Started well, playing some quick stuff, some decent stuff as well. It's back to Morato. It's into Williams. Williams into Yates. Yates turns, gives it to Sangari. Sangari gets it to Abbott on this right-hand side. Abbott's got McAtee outside him, plays it through to Jesus. Jesus picks up the ball on the right-hand side. Into McAtee again. Back to Sangari. Back to McAtee. McAtee then plays it across to Williams. Williams across to Endoy on the left-hand side. Endoy is going up against his fullback. Gets through Endoy. Gets the ball into the box. It's the keeper. Bounces back out and all out to Nico Williams. Williams now plays it into Sangari. Back to Dominguez. Back to Sangari. Sangari across to Dominguez. Back to Morato. Morato back to Dominguez. Into Sangari on this left-hand side at the minute. Trying to probe through at the minute, and they've got through on this left-hand side, but then the Ferencvaros player goes down under the pressure from Nico Williams. 15 minutes and 20 gone. Some really good stuff. I'll tell you what, Endoy's on it today. Endoy looks really at it today. He does really well there to get past two players and then sort of takes these more a shot than a cross. And Joe Garner. Yeah. Oh, mate, Joe Garner. It's back with Ferencvaros in the defence at the moment. So over to the left-hand side, played into the middle. Forest again pressing through with Yates, and McAtee's got it. Plays it into Yates. Yates gets the ball into the box. Oh, it's a yay! Come on! It's an own goal from Otvos. Otvos scores an own goal. It's a nice cross from Yates. Makes it really difficult to defend. And Otvos puts it in for an own goal. 1-0 Forest. 16 minutes and 23 gone, and it's 1-0 Forest, and they've deserved it as well. With some of the pressure that we're putting on at the moment, I mean, they'll argue that was a foul, to be honest, but Yes, says expat and Endoy had the option to cross. I guess you want them to be selfish. Yeah, mate. When he's playing like that and he's on it like that, it looks really decent tonight. To be honest, it's a great cross that is from Yates. And the Ferencvaros player can't control. Well, I don't know what he was doing there. He looked like a striker, to be fair. Puts it in the net. 1-0 Forest. Now it's being checked, though. So, but foul on from Yates. Here's to give it. Checks over. Goal stands. 1-0 Forest. There's nothing in it anyway, really. But, right, Ferencvaros have got it now in the defence. Forest still pressing forward, but long ball over the top. Morato misses it. Milenkovic is there to clear it up. Back to Williams, into Sangari. Sangari back to Williams, into Jesus. Jesus again wins it, but we lose the ball, and it's back with Ferencvaros. Over to the left-hand side. And the press is insane. Oh, here we go again. Got Sangari in the centre. He's running down the centre. He's getting to the goal line. Plays it into McAtee. McAtee! Oh, McAtee can't get the cross in, though, where goalkeeper cuts it out. And it's still with Forest on this right-hand side with McAtee. Over to Yates. Yates plays it across to Morato. Morato to Williams. Williams then down to Endoy. Endoy's going to take him on again and does. Gets a left foot cross, but that cross goes all the way through. But Abbott's going to pick it up on the right-hand side. Abbott's tries to get into the box. That's chipped away by Ferencvaros. And then Milenkovic tries to win the next one and does. And it's with Morato now. He's going to head that back. Sells and all my days. And, yeah, that looks scarier than it probably was. Here's Abbott back to Jesus. Yates across to Nico Williams on the left-hand side into Dominguez. Dominguez to Endoy. Endoy to Dominguez. Back to Endoy. Endoy back to Dominguez. Back to Sangari. Sangari into Yates. Yates to Williams. Williams to Endoy. Endoy ball through into the box, but that's going all the way through for a goal kick. 19 minutes and 28 gone. Forest 1, Ferencvaros 0. Good stuff. Pretty good stuff at the minute. Betis 1-0 up. Anthony goal. Bastard. And soft own goal, to be fair. But take it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, 100% take it. It's a nice cross, though. Oh, it's Endoy again. Gets it in the middle to Jesus. Jesus takes the shot. And it goes over the ball. 20 minutes gone. Forest 1, Ferencvaros 0. minutes and 10. And it's with Ferencvaros now on the left-hand side. Plays it into the middle. Press again comes in from Yates. Lovely challenge from Yates. Here's Jesus running edge of the box. Get in! Come on! Come on! Jesus, come on! Oh, my days. Get in. Lovely goal. Lovely from Yates as well to get in and cut that out from Ferencvaros. Just slides in to stop him. Gets straight at him. And it ends up with Jesus. And Jesus just runs straight through. And he's got a fair amount of players in front of him. Just gets it round, gets the shot. And it takes a deflection off their player and goes in the net. Lovely from Yates, though, that was. Beautiful from Yates to win that ball. And Leon 0, Power Salonika 1, and you Reds, and oh, Jesus, that was pure. Yeah, absolutely. That was excellent, man. That was excellent. Yates has got to take some thingy for that as well. I mean, to get in on that was excellent. What a slide tackle from Yates to get the ball to Jesus, and then for him to finish it with 4 players in front of him. Absolutely awesome. 21 minutes and 43 gone, and Forest have won the ball back again with Yates, and we've got it now with Dominguez. Here's Ndoye. Ndoye with a left foot drive, and that goes high and wide. This is very, very positive football, though. This is very positive football. Doing some really good stuff here, guys. Look proper at it tonight. Great to see. 22 minutes and 18 gone. Kicked up the field by the Ferencvaros keeper. And that's won again by Forest, by Williams. Back to Sangari. Sangari puts the ball over the top. That's going to be headed away, though. Still ended up with Sangari. It's into Williams. Williams plays it back to Sells. Sells over to Morato. Morato back to Williams. Williams smashes it down the left-hand side, and Dominguez should be able to pick this up. Tries to get it through to Jesus. Gets the ball back. McAtee on the edge of the area. McAtee with a shot. Saved by the keeper. Header comes in, and then the keeper saves the second one as well. Man, I don't think they know what's hit him at the minute. Lovely shot as well by McAtee. 23 minutes and 12, and ball over the top, and that should be won by Milenkovic, and Milenkovic gets it as well. Headed back to Sells by Morato, and here's Morato again with it now. Plays the left foot down the left-hand side, and that's into Jesus, but I think they're going to cover that. But again, the press is crazy from Dominguez. And their goalkeeper boots the ball up to the right-hand side. And they're on the run here down the centre. They're getting cut out, though. They've got it on this right-hand side. You've got to get out to him. Ball comes in, and that's easy for Sells to pick up. 24 minutes gone. 2-0 Forest. Sells smashes the ball down the pitch. Looking for Jesus. Jesus manages to win it again. Heads it across to McAtee on this right-hand side. Got two players around him. Those getting through him, though, McAtee. Still getting through him. Still got it. Gets it across to Abbott on the right-hand side. Cross comes in. And that's kicked away by Ferencvaros. But it's still won in the air. It's with Nico Williams. Sangari. Sangari's pass is cut out. And then Sangari goes to try and win the ball back again. And the ball down the middle is taken by Morato and stopped. It's into Williams, across to Yates, back to Sangari. Into Yates. Yates gets it through to Dominguez, back to Sangari. Sangari to Yates, back to Sangari, across to Dominguez on this left-hand side. Dominguez pass is cut out, but again, the press is just insane. But Ferencvaros managed to get the ball away. Milenkovic then heads the ball back into McAtee. McAtee smacks it down the left-hand side, and Ferencvaros pick it up again and trying to get it down the middle. That's cut out by Morato. Into Sangari, across to Milenkovic, over to Morato. To Yates, back to Dominguez, across to Milenkovic, into Dominguez in the centre. That's back to Sangari, across to Milenkovic. Milenkovic puts the ball in over the top, looking for Jesus. Jesus can't win that. I think he's offside anyway. McAtee is putting in his best show for us today. Yes, absolutely. Igor Jesus doesn't stop working. I'm getting a little bromance here about him there. Yeah, absolutely. And Celtic 3, Utrecht 0, and Stuttgart 2, and Young Boys 0. This is a great start. Great start. And into their defender by Jesus. Defender goes down. I don't know if Jesus got booked for that or what. 26 minutes and 42 gone. Forest 2. Ferencvaros 0. They've got it in defence now. Plays it over to the right-hand side. They just can't get out at the minute. Beautiful. Milenkovic cuts that out, and then Yates is up against them, and that's going to be a free kick Forest. Good stuff so far, guys. With Endoy now on the left-hand side, gets the ball into the box, but that's cut out, but it's with Dominguez. Dominguez then tries to get it into the box, and that's going to be a corner. Offside, I think. No, is that offside from Endoy? What a start. What a start for Forest. Roma down to 10 men. "28 minutes and 16 gone. Corner Forest. Endoy with a corner. Oh, it's gone straight through and then headed over the bar by their defender. Goalkeeper missed it altogether. Corner Forest. Come on, lads. This is where I think Luca will be really good. McAtee with a corner. Takes a short one. Back to Endoy. Ball goes into the box. That's cleared by Ferencvaros, but only to Nico Williams. He floats the ball over to the left-hand side, and that's going to be another corner. Come on, lads. Come on, lads. This is fucking excellent stuff. This is really good stuff. This is. Porto have equalised, and I fucking ate our corners. Yeah, I know, same here. There's such a waste, aren't there? Here's Endoy into McAtee. McAtee puts the ball into the box. That's booted away. I don't know who hit that, but Ferencvaros can't really get anything going at the minute. And Nico Williams is just going to drop this back to Sells or just turn. There's plenty of space there. Gives it to Morato. Cross to Milenkovic into Sangari. Sangari to Milenkovic, into McAtee, back to Sangari. Sangari to Morato. Morato then lifts the ball over the left-hand side, but that's cut out. But Forest trying to win it again with Yates. It's still with Ferencvaros on this right-hand side, and then tries to run past Nico Williams. Can't get past him. It's back into Sangari. Into Milenkovic, back to Sangari. Milenkovic goes back to Sells. Sells smashes the ball up the field for Jesus. They win that. And again, Forest go in trying to get the ball back. And it's over to this left-hand side. They're having to do everything quick. Sangari cuts that ball out and stops it and then gets kicked and taken down. His boot's actually hanging off. 30 minutes and 55 gone. 2-0 Forest. Excellent performance so far. Excellent. Every player is well up for it. And that one was better. Yeah, absolutely. Everybody's up for it today. The way McAtee's playing, I don't think he wants to go, to be honest. Fucking hell, it's completely ripped the back off Sangori's sock. What a start, though. What a start. This has been absolutely excellent. There'll be one or two players on that bench looking and, seeing exactly what you're going to have to do on this pitch. Because this has been excellent from the players he's put out. We're just sorting Sangori's new sock out. It's a sock. It's Sockgate. Yeah, he's trod on the back of his foot. Yeah, Sangori got to go off and get a new sock on. We're a lot better with Sangori, aren't we? We're a lot better with Sangori. Betis 2-0 up to. We want Betis to lose, really. Great start. Need one or two more to avoid a Betis. Yeah, and Leon 1-1 against Paok. And we're back on. Ferencvaros with it in defence at the minute, just coming through the centre. Forest again trying to win the ball back. The press is immense at the minute. Here's Ferencvaros with it again. They've got it in the defence at the moment, in their own half. Over to the right-hand side. They're going to go over the halfway line now. Gets it down the right-hand side. That's cut out with the keep hold of the ball. Still got the ball at the moment. No way through, though, at this point in time. Gets it down the left-hand side. Up against Abbott. And that's dropped back again. And Ferencvaros still got it in the centre. Over to the left-hand side. Forest back in numbers quite well at the moment. Just waiting for Sangori to come back on. Sangori's back on now. And again, lovely to get in. Endoy there to win the ball. Uses his pace, but the defender's got a little bit more pace than him. But it's still going to be a throw-in, though, to Forest. 34 minutes and 42 gone. That's thrown into Dominguez. Dominguez to Williams. Back to Dominguez. Back to Morato. Morato across to Milenkovic. Milenkovic to Abbott. Abbott then smashes the ball down the right-hand side looking for Jesus, but that's headed away. But McAtee picks it up. Jesus tries to get it back to McAtee, but can't. And Milenkovic is going to pick that up and just send it back to Sells. Into Morato. Morato to Yates in the middle. Yates plays it back to Morato. Across to Milenkovic. Milenkovic into Abbott. Abbott smashes it down the right-hand side looking for Jesus. But that's going to go all the way through to the keeper. 32 minutes and 36 gone. 2-0 to the Reds. Excellent performance. And Villa 1-0 down at home. And Watkins has gone off injured. Oh, dear. Good thing they got in Tammy Abraham then, isn't it, really? And it's with Ferencvaros now, trying to get it down this left-hand side. It's up against Abbott. Keeping the ball at the minute on the halfway line. Bit of space on this right-hand side. There's not a lot of space anywhere, really. They get the pass through, though. And they're down the left-hand side now. Up against Abbott again. Get the cross in, and that's booted away by Milenkovic, but it's straight back to Ferencvaros. Got it on the right-hand side now. Trying to get through on this right-hand side. Keeping the ball a little bit. Pressure's starting to come in now, and that's going to be smashed out by Morato. And Jesus is going to chase this. Oh, you bastard. And he can't win that. So I said that because the stream was stopping. 37 minutes gone. 2-0 Forest. Deserving of the lead as well. Been excellent. Still with Ferencvaros in the defence at the minute. Attacking down this right-hand side. Pressure comes in from Endoy. Endoy wins the ball, but free kick's given. And so just going to mention this quietly. We're not missing NGW at all. No, not at the minute. McAtee, like, he's playing with a purpose, so McAtee at the minute. Back to the Ferencvaros keeper. Smashes the ball up to the left-hand side. Again, the press comes in from Yates. And McAtee wins it there. Can't get the second ball, though, but that's going out for a throw-in. McAtee's on it big time. .38 minutes and 20 gone. Throwing Forest over to Abbott. That's out for a throw-in again. Forest throwing with Abbott. You look at the bench as well. We've got some quality on the bench as well. And that's Milenkovic back to Sells. Sells then smashes the ball up the middle of the field. Jesus can't win that one. It ends up back with Abbott. Abbott pass goes straight to Ferencvaros. But again, Yates gets straight in, kicks the guy in the leg. This has been an excellent first half. Excellent. 39 minutes and 5 gone. And Forest 2, Ferencvaros 0. And they're playing it all the way back to the keeper again. Keeper smashes it out down the right-hand side, and that goes out for a throw-in. Into Morato. Morato then back to Sells. Sells smashes the ball up the field. That's coming back, though, from the Ferencvaros defender. Abbott gets the ball forward, looking for Jesus again. Ends up with McAtee on this right-hand side. Tackle comes in, and that's going to be a throw into Forest again on the right-hand side. Into Abbott, back to Milenkovic, cross to Morato. Morato then into Nico Williams. Williams drops it to Milenkovic, across to Abbott. Abbott puts the ball over the right-hand side, but that's headed away again. Yates then picks the ball up, does really well with it. Abbott now, he's going to have a run through. He's run through 2 players, and then this one was just one too many. And here comes Ferencvaros down the left-hand side. He got Sangari up against him. Gets it through into the middle. Forest just chasing the fuck out of everything at the minute with Dominguez. And Ferencvaros still got it on the right-hand side now. Trying to get down the right-hand side. Have to play it back. It's back to the centre circle. It's over to the left-hand side. And they're going to try and get down this left-hand side again. No way through, though, at the minute. They're having to keep passing it backwards all the time and sideways. And they've got it in the centre now. Ball over to the right-hand side. Come on, Forest. Now it's back again on the right-hand side. Cutting out all the lanes at the minute. Try down the left-hand side again. 2 players go straight to him every single time. And then they get it straight into Yates, and it's with McT. McT plays it into the middle to Dominguez. Dominguez keeps hold of the ball and just goes back, drops it back to Morato. Morato into Dominguez. Dominguez to Milenkovic, back to Morato. Morato across to Milenkovic, into Abbott. Abbott into Sangari. Sangari drops it to Milenkovic, into McT, keeps hold of it. Lovely ball through the middle. He tries to get Jesus away down the right-hand side, but the pass has just got a little bit too much weight on it from Yates. That's out for a throw-in. Looking really, really composed at the moment. This is good stuff, man. This is really good stuff at the moment. Yates heads the ball up, and that ends up with Dominguez. It's into Nico Williams. Williams smashes the ball down the right-hand side looking for McT, but they manage to win that, get the ball away again. Milenkovic heads the ball. I think Abbott's judged to have fouled the guy after the ball was kicked out. Not sure what Abbott was supposed to do there, to be honest. His momentum was taking him forward, but it's back with Ferencvaros on the right-hand side. Back to their defence. 43 minutes and 30 gone. Long ball down the right-hand side for Ferencvaros. And Morato goes in and clears that up. Gets the ball through to Nico Williams. Williams gets it to Ndoye. Ndoye lifts the ball over the top for Jesus. Jesus takes it on his chest. He's got pressure coming in, though, Jesus. He's still keeping hold of it, though, on this left-hand side. Gets it back to Ndoye. It's over to Sangari. Sangari puts it through the middle to McT. McT tries to put the ball into the box, but that's cut out. It's with Yates. Now Forest still got it with McT on the outside of the box. Yates is going to get this again, but Ferencvaros managed to win that. And they're now trying to attack down this right-hand side. And Forest getting back in numbers again, and they have to go all the way back to the defence. Now they're going to try and get down the left-hand side, but Abbott cuts that out. Milenkovic should have that. Over to McAtee. Back to Milenkovic. Milenkovic then back to Sells. Sells smashes the ball up the field. Dominguez wins it. Nico Williams' bravery just keeps hold of the ball, but that's going to be a foul on Dominguez. No, it's a foul on their player. Extra 2 minutes injury time on the first half. And what a first half. What a first half. Excellent. Ferencvaros now on the left-hand side, still keeping hold of the ball at the minute, but they're lobbing it over the top. That should be Milenkovic. He smashes the ball up the field, looking for Jesus. Jesus wins the ball, gets it to Yates. Yates smashes it down the right-hand side, and Ferencvaros get the ball back again. And it's 91 minutes and 24 gone. Trying to get down this right hand side. He's got pressure coming in though from Ndoye. Got it on this right hand side, playing some inter passing here. Cross, trying to get the cross on the right hand side. They can't at the minute. It's too much pressure. Cross comes in, header comes in, save from Sells, put over the bar. Lovely save from Sells going backwards as well. Looping header from Ferencvaros. And Sells manages to put it over the bar. That bog standard keeper, guys. That bog standard keeper. Love a bit of head yeti. Mate, it's crazy when I do this. Absolute crazy. Oh, Sells punches the ball out again. Ferencvaros gets it booted out though. And it's coming up to half time. Should be any time now, to be honest. Long ball over the top. Sells should come out and grab that. Punches the ball away. And that's going to be a throw in. But half time whistle is going to go. And I think the half time whistle has gone. Yeah, that's half time. Guys, what an all. What an all. That was excellent right from the beginning. That was excellent. Absolutely excellent, man. Well played, Forest. That was absolute excellent first half. Can't knock that at all, man. Yeah, every time I pour a drink or whatever, it always ends up with like as my brother calls, a pie. It needs a cherry on top or whatever, as he always says. What a first half though, guys. Excellent first half. Everyone played their part and good half, Yeti. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. I mean, I can't, there's nobody I can fault there. I mean, Ndoye looks like proper up for it. McT looks up for it. Sangari, love the fact that he gets the ball, tries to play it forward all the time. You know, Yatesy as well, just being Yatesy. Nico Williams has been excellent. Barato has done everything right so far, to be honest. Same with Milenkovic. Abbott's just looked so composed and so, you know, really good in that position as well. Jesus as normal, just winning the ball. The Yates, that for the second goal where Yates goes flying in for the sliding tackle, takes it off him and plays it in. It goes into Jesus. Man, that Jesus is insane, man. He's a fucking proper good player, he is. Big up down, mate. How you doing, bro? You're all right, mate. And come on, Forest. Absolutely, mate. That was a quality first half, that was. Absolute quality. The passion, everything, the pressing, all of it. It was just, that was just so good. So good. Odegaard coming to Forest 100%. Why does everybody keep saying Odegaard's coming to Forest? We don't want Odegaard. And did anyone see the Matt vid earlier when he's asking Starmer about Forest? Is that real or an April Fool in Jan? I don't know, mate. I ain't seen nothing like that. I won't ask him about Forest anyway. He'd probably put people in prison for singing Tits, Fanny and Forest. That idiot would. But yeah, I mean, mega proud of that first half. That was absolutely awesome. Came out with a passion, came out with a drive, you know, and 2-0 up and well deserving of it as well. You know, excellent stuff. And obviously, some players on there that want to prove something. McT's been excellent, absolutely excellent. Can't fault him at all, McT, in this one. Really enjoyable game. Oh, and Dominguez as well. Forgot Dominguez, and Dominguez has done some great stuff as well. Good to see Ndoye like on it a bit more as well. Yeah, I'm mega impressed with that. Mega impressed with that. It was really good stuff that was in that first half. Absolutely brilliant. Just what you want to see, actually. fighting for the badge, and that's exactly what you want to see from Forest. And probably making a few of those players on the sidelines thinking, oh dear, I mean, they're great anyway. I mean, they give it as well, but it's probably a few of them like thinking, you know what, I might lose my spot here, And if that's the case, then that's the case because we want the players on there that's going to actually do the job. As to Odegaard, no, I won't want Odegaard in a million years. You keep hold of him, bro. You keep hold of him. We don't want him. Where's this video anyway? I mean, as far as I know, Stormer's a fucking Arsenal fan, isn't he? I think he's an Arsenal fan. Stormer is. What's he got to do with Forest? Yeah, so far, absolute class. Absolute class. I think they got a little bit of a. Don't think they expected that. To be honest, they seem to be playing as if they was not expecting us to come at them like that. And yeah, I mean the referee's not been too bad either. Great stuff so far. Absolute great stuff. Let's have a look, see what. I don't know if they change this as it goes or what. Let's have a look. Oh no, what's that? That's not right. Where's the Europa League? Right, as it stands at the minute, we will be 12th position. And Ferencvaros have dropped out of the blue and into the yellow because I think they was in the yellow. I think they was in the. I think they was 7th, weren't they? So yeah, as it stands, it's looking pretty good to be honest. You've got Bologna's 1-0 up. You got VfB Stuttgart who's 2-1 up, and yeah, Betis are winning 2-0 as well, which sucks, but. Just got to do our thing, haven't we, at the end of the day? Just got to do our thing. That's all we got to worry about, doing what we've got to do. Oh, right, be back in a sec. Yeah, fucking excellent so far. Absolutely excellent. Agree with Expat, trying to think of the standout player in first half. Truth is, they all playing well, much better than I expected tonight. Oh, team pride, nobody will want us in the next round. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. I think it's very difficult to sort of like pinpoint a player that was the main part of that first half because it was just a fantastic team performance. You know, they all was on the right page. They was all on the same page, and it was just a great first. It was a great team performance that first half. I mean, lovely assist from Yates as well to get in with a slide tackle to take the ball away from him and get it to Jesus. And Jesus just did amazing to get that goal. Absolutely amazing. And then Yates with a cross as well, which got them to score the own goal as well. So, yeah, it's very difficult to sort of pinpoint one that was better than anybody else. But the only one I would say that probably Sells because he didn't really have a lot to do. But then again, that's not a slight on Sells. He didn't have a lot to do because the team was doing what they needed to do. Absolutely excellent from every single player. I saw art. I saw a team that are playing for the badge. I saw a team that's playing for the shirt, which is exactly what I want to see every time I watch a Forest match. That's what I want to see from my team. I want to see them playing for the shirt and playing for the badge. You know, you don't own the shirt, you don't own the badge. Yeah, you've got to play for it and you've got to keep playing for it. So I'm absolutely delighted at that first half. It's been absolute class. And it's been another thing that I think's like good to see as well is McAtee's like really making a difference as well. With all the talk of like, you know, he might go to this club or that club or whatever. He pretty much saying to me that he doesn't want to go anywhere. You know, he wants to fight for his place. And that's all I ever asked for with Forest players. Play for your place, make your place your own, you know, make the shirt your own. That's all I ever asked for. Don't know about you guys, but that's kind of like what I expect. And, you know, just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. Game in, game out, you know, just keep showing that passion. And, you know, and it's also for the fans as well. You know, I mean, I bet the fans are absolutely loving it tonight. Just absolute class so far. I think we've took them by surprise a little bit. I think the same as what we did against Arsenal at the City Ground. You know, I don't think they expected us to like come at them quite as much as we did. And I tell you what, when we do that, we look decent. We look good. And when we're like getting at them at every point when the ball's with them and pressing them and like stopping them getting anything out of it, we look fucking really good. So yeah, I'm fucking loving it. Loving this one. Just needs to continue, basically. But I'm excited. I'm excited because that was a really good off. To say like the players that you saw that he picked, it looked like you know, it could be one of them. But I tell you what, they've fucking done us proud. Just when I want rid of Taiwo and McAtee, they show up. Yeah, I know. It's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy because you turn around and say, "Oh, this player needs to go, that player needs to go." I mean, that Taiwo goal against Brentford was fucking brilliant. I think we all expected that Taiwo to lose control of that ball or something like that, and he didn't. It was superb, and then the composure to finish as well. Absolute class. Right, we're getting ready for the second half. They're in the tunnel. I'd say more of the same, but let's have a little bit of pressure from the start and let's see if we can drop a third in there as well. But more of the same. Don't drop back or anything like that. It's more of the same. Just keep going at them. Keep making sure you stop and play, and then play our game. Been excellent so far. I do think. I mean, something that Mark said the other day. I do think we had that little bit extra when Yates is there. I think you said it, Mark, about having Yatesy out there on the pitch, and I do think we had that something extra when Yates is there. He's a cracking captain because he leads by example. And this is what I've been saying about like Odegaard being captain. You don't lead by example, so he's the worst captain you could choose, to be honest. Who, Mark? Yeah, you. Is Mark in it? Markick N. Yates bleeds Forest though. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. And you can see it every single time he comes out, doesn't he? And I think that Abbott's another one as well. That Abbott's definitely another one as well. He always gives everything as well, that Abbott. Yeah, I love the guy. Yeah, same here, man. Bro, I've had so many arguments with Forest fans about Yates and should we have him, and should we not, and all that. I've had so many arguments with Forest fans on that. At the end of the day, like you say, he bleeds Forest, and they're the kind of players that I like. Yes, the name is Mark. The IKN is a long story, mate. Oh, okay. All right, mate. Right, we're kicked off for the second half. Sells smashes the ball up the field. Here's Endoy. I mean, Endoy's looked like he's on a different level as well today. He looks a lot better like what he was when we first got him. He's another one I've been questioning a little bit, but he's been really good tonight. And here's Jesus over to Nico Williams. Williams loses out on the right-hand side, and they're on the attack now down the right-hand side. Williams is flying forward. Morato gets in there with a touch, and Forrest managed to win the ball back. It's with McAtee in the centre. Drops it back to Milenkovic. Cross to Sangari. Sangari then plays it up to McAtee. McAtee into Abbott. Abbott back to Sangari, into McAtee. Nice back heel there from McAtee. Ball over to Nico Williams. Just manages to keep the ball in. Gets it across to Dominguez. Lovely pass through from Dominguez to Yates. Yates is outside. He's getting it. He's in the box. He's on left foot shot. And it's saved. And it's on the right-hand side now. Ball comes into the box. Headed from Jesus. And it's just wide. Oh, I so wanted that goal. I so wanted that to go in. Yates did fucking great there. He did absolutely great there. Then the ball comes in for the cross. Jesus gets the header, but just puts it wide. And it's in the centre now. Sangari wins it, gets it back to McAtee. It's into Abbott. Abbott then turns, tries to get it over to McAtee. That's still with Ferencvaros, though, on this left-hand side. Good dive there, mate. 47 minutes and 10 gone. 2-0 Forest. Ferencvaros with it in the defence. All the way back to the keeper. And Forest started with the same kind of energy as they started the first half. Dominguez is chasing him. Back to the keeper. Keeper smashes it out. One in the air by Morato. Dominguez then gets a follow-on. Here's Ndoye on the left-hand side. He's getting into the box, but then he cuts it back. Don't realise the player was at the back of him. Oh, get out of here, ref. He just fucking threw himself to the floor. We get the free kick. 48 minutes gone. I mean, look, he just threw himself to the floor there. Referee got that spot on. Gives a free kick to us. Ndoye with it. Ndoye floats it into the box. And that's straight into the hands of the keeper. Ndoye should win that. Gets knocked on the floor. That's going to be a throw-in. Dyche ain't happy with that one. 48 minutes and 45 gone. Forest 2, Ferencvaros 0. Oh, I thought they were both in. Yeah, man. I'd love to see Yates put that in, to be honest. Good save from the keeper. That's all the way back to their keeper. I thought that was going back to Selson. And Ferencvaros have got it in the middle now. Pressure's coming in again from Dominguez. He just doesn't stop, does he? He's like a fucking... He reminds me a bit of Cohen. He's like an engine. He just don't stop, Dominguez. And then that's back to defence now with Ferencvaros. Put it down the middle, but that's all the way through to Sells. No worries there. 49 minutes and 40 gone. Throws it out to Yates. Yates gets it back to Nico Williams. Williams smashes the ball up the field. Looking for Dominguez, who's flying towards this. Gets the ball into the... Well, tries to get the ball into the box. Goes out for a goal kick. He's an absolute workhorse, isn't he, Dominguez? 50 minutes and 8 gone. And Ferencvaros with it in the defence. Smashes the ball down the right-hand side. That's won by Morato again. Ferencvaros keep hold of it, though. Trying to get down this right-hand side now. He's got Nico Williams trying to stop him. Ball comes in straight in the hands of Sells. No problem. Come out with the same intensity of the first half. This is some excellent stuff here. Jesus now on the run, gets pulled back. Referee's not interested in that one, though. Press comes in from Forest. Long ball down the middle. Oh, they got an attack here, but Nico Williams is on it. They're on this right-hand side, trying to get through. Williams cuts it out, gets the ball into the box, but we're still doing okay so far. Good defending so far. They've still got it outside the box, though. On this left-hand side, got Sangari going towards him, trying to stop him. Pushes him into the corner. He goes down. Nothing on that one. Then he goes down again, like he's been killed. And Forest can't get it away at the minute, but then they do with Sangari. Here's McAtee, plays it into Jesus. Jesus back to Sangari. Ball down the right-hand side, looking for Jesus. I think Endoy should have carried on running there. He looked like he got the pace on that. It's in with Jesus on the right-hand side. Plays it back to Abbott. Abbott to Endoy. Endoy tries to run through, gets taken down into Jesus. Tackle comes flying in by McAtee. It's with Yates outside the box. Yates is having a run through. Endoy has a shot. It's a defender. Goes out for a corner. Oh, this is great stuff. This is. McAtee flying in with a challenge. Now, if that don't say to me that I want to stay at Forest, I don't know what does. McAtee to Endoy with a short corner. McAtee then puts the ball into the box. It's headed by, he's all over the place now. It's McAtee again on the right hand side, puts the ball in the box again. It's hit the post. Oh, it's gone in there. It's hit the post and come back. It went fucking everywhere there. Lovely little chip there from McAtee. Header comes in from, I think it was Dominguez. Yeah, Dominguez just hits the foot of the post and he had the ball out for a corner. Mate, there's some really good stuff today. It's on the line though. Corner with Endoy on the left-hand side. Ball comes in the box. Still got it on the outside though. Fighting now Yates into Endoy. Endoy's getting a lot of pressure. Goes through him though. Endoy now in the box. Gets the shot in. And he's just hit the defender and come out from the box. And Nico Williams is going to get that back into Dominguez. Dominguez then floats the ball over the top looking for Milenkovic. Gets it to Milenkovic and then it's headed back to the keeper. Oh, mate. God, you've got to be proud of this. I mean, look at that 1-2 with Sangari and Endoy. I mean, it's excellent. It's Sangari in the centre. Sangari gets it across to Nico Williams. Williams back to Sangari. Sangari then floats the ball over the top, looking for Jesus. Jesus is free. Volley. Get in. Fucking have it. Come on. Good volley there from fucking Jesus. What a pass from Sangari as well. 3-0. Come on. Fucking yes. Excellent. We're just not letting go either at all tonight. Not at all. This is excellent stuff. 3-0 Forest. Yeah, absolute banger, says Expat. Absolute banger. That was beautiful stuff, that was. Lobs the ball over the top from Sangari. Jesus manages to win it and just smashes it straight in the corner. Fucking excellent. Get in. Brilliant from Jesus as well, because he don't even bother with the defender. The defender just drops down trying to grab him, and he just smashes it into the left-hand corner. Come on. Oh, mate, Igor is just excellent. If this was a boxing match, it would have been stopped. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. The VAR checking it now or something. It's all good. 3-0 Forest. I think what we've done, we've just shot the shit out of them. To be honest, we just shot the shit out of them. Win the ball again in the centre. They've got it now though. Yates kicks him, and that's going to be a free kick. What a performance this is! What a performance. Jesus, I'm so glad he's getting on the score sheet. He is a cracking player, that Jesus. Cracking player. Ferencvaros now on the right-hand side, but Nico Williams will clear that. It just goes all the way down the pitch. It's being chased by Jesus, but Ferencvaros get it back on the right-hand side. Cross comes in. That's headed away again by Abbott. And Forest now trying to get away with Jesus, but Ferencvaros pick it up again. And it's back to their defence. 57 minutes and 20 gone. Forest 3, Ferencvaros 0. More like it. Sangori wins that, still trying to get it through. Endoy gets in there. They get it down this right-hand side, though. Nico's going towards him. There's a lot of players on him at the moment. Gets it back to the 25. No, we're not giving them no space to do anything, to be honest. They're trying to get down the right-hand side. They're in the box now, though. And that's cut out. Sangori then, no, you're not getting a penalty for that. And Forrest trying to get the ball through again into Yates. Yates goes through the middle, plays it through to Dominguez. Dominguez gets it across to Abbott. Abbott then to Sangori. Sangori into McT, back to Sangori. McT now down the right-hand side. Plays it back to Sangori. Gives it back to Milenkovic. Milenkovic puts it through to Nico Williams. He fires it down to Endoy on the left-hand side. Endoy is in the mood to have a run at him, but he gets it into the middle instead. Gets it back Endoy, and that's straight into the goalkeeper's hands. Got to be proud of this. I mean, everything they're trying to pump forward, we're winning. Abbott smashes the ball forward. Jesus could win this. Can't win it, though. Ferencvaros have still got it on the left-hand side. Having to go back again. Play it over to the right-hand side. One Gibbs White's getting ready. Igor, pick up, bro. You want to flake with that? I know. I keep doing it as well, don't I? Ferencvaros now with it on the left-hand side. Cross comes in. Oh, it's headed off the crossbar and then headed out by Morato. It's a good cross. It was a dangerous cross. That was a really dangerous cross. He gets the header, but comes off the crossbar, and then Morato's there to clear it and get it out for a corner. 60 minutes and 32 gone. My bro's on beer watch here. He only comes in and then sees how I've got my beer. How you doing anyway, bro? You're right. Not sure who'd bring on Jimmy, of course. Back where maybe MJW and CHO just to loosen them up a bit, and Close, yeah. I think he'll have to bring on a few. I mean, this performance has just been major draining on the team, so he will have to make a difference in some way. Here's Sangari. Morato over to Yates. Yates just keeps hold of the ball, gets it back to Nico Williams. Williams, ball down the middle. McT tries to thread it through, gets cut out though. It's with Yates on the left-hand side. Yates then wins the throw-in. They weren't ready for this. They was not ready for this. 6 goals in 6 matches for Igor Jesus. Here's Sangari. Gets it to McAtee. McAtee then back to Sangari. Sangari with a ball down the right-hand side to Jesus. Jesus has got it on this right-hand side. Wins a corner. Excellent stuff, mate. Dominguez and Sangari need a rest within Palace so soon. Yeah, true. Very true. The thing is, we've got the decent players to bring on for it as well, haven't we? We've got the decent players to bring on for it as well. And it's with Ferencvaros on the left-hand side now. Float a ball over the top. They've got a bit of space here on the left-hand side, but Abbott's trying to get back, and Abbott does get back, and that's going to be a corner to Ferencvaros. He's not out of place at all, is he, that Abbott? Not out of place at all. 63 minutes gone. Forest 3, Ferencvaros 0. Got the ball on this left-hand side now. Tries to float it into the area. That's headed away by Milenkovic. And then they get it all the way back to their keeper. You know you're winning because none of them have come in. They normally come in. And that's all the way back to Sells. Don't think I was ready for this. No, same here, bro. Same here, man. Here's Jesus, who's got a run on this on the left-hand side. Got a player up front with him, though. He gets it into Nico Williams. Nico Williams in the box. Williams gets taken out in the box. There's nothing happening there. Referee's coming towards now. Here's Sangari. Oh, Sangari's pass is cut out. Morato, again, just keeps the ball, gets it back to Sells. And Sells just runs forward, smashes the ball up the pitch, looking for Jesus, but Jesus is nowhere near there. And that's going to be another throw into Forest. Time for the substitutions, I think. That's a pen. He's fucking... I mean, he's made contact with him. Here's Yates back to Nico Williams. Williams back to Milenkovic. Cross to Abbott. Abbott then floats the ball over the top down the right-hand side, looking for Dominguez. And that's out for a throw-in again. No, I agree with you, Expert. I weren't ready for this, to be honest. They seem well on it at the minute. Is Morgan Gibbs-White coming on, Callum Hudson-Odoi is coming on, and Aina is coming on as well. Jesus is off, I think. Jesus looks a bit miffed to be coming off. I mean, he's on hat trick, mate. He's on hat trick. Jesus is off. Hudson-Odoi's on. Morgan Gibbs-White's on. And Callum Hudson-Odoi. Sangari's off. Here's Yates in the centre. Get a lot of pressure. Gets it back to Aina. Aina across to Callum Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi gets it into Nico Williams. He drops it. Oh, the back heel there from McAtee just didn't quite work out. trying to get it forward. Morato does really well again. Is Yates. Yates gets it across to Morgan Gibbs White. Gibbs White to Adam. Abbott, I mean. Back to Gibbs White. Over to Dominguez. Into the Gibbs White. Gibbs White now trying to get down the right-hand side. Gets taken down. And it's going to be a free kick. I don't know. You know, when a player scores 2 goals, I want them to stay on for an hat trick. I don't know about you guys, but Jesus looked a bit miffed to be coming off. 67 minutes and 33 gone. 3-0 Forest. And we've got a free kick on the right-hand side. McAtee's going to take it. Header comes in. Oh, it's smashed away by Ferencvaros. Aina gets the ball back into the area. And Aina, again, is trying to win the ball. Wins the ball, Aina. Lovely little touch there. But then Callum Hudson-Odoi gets it. And that's put out for a throw-in by Morato. Right, I need a pee, guys. So I'm going to have to... I'll be back in a sec. Right, okay, so yeah, but Darcy's right about Igor needing fresh for the Palace match. Yeah, true. Would like Jesus to have got a hat trick, but would rather see him score against Palace. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, very true. $70 minutes and 22 gone. Hey, Dice knows what he's doing. I mean, he's got his team set up to what he's done. So, I mean, I'm not going to question that. Here's Yates back to Morgan White goes flying over. Ferencvaros now trying to get down the right-hand side. Up against Morato. Aina comes in to cut that out, though. Back to Morato. Morato then smashes the ball down the pitch. Morgan White takes that really well. Over to Yates. Into Dominguez. Dominguez then plays it down the right-hand side to McAtee. Still with McAtee. McAtee plays a ball through for N'Doye, but N'Doye didn't really read that. 71 minutes and 15 gone. Forest 3, Ferencvaros 0. As with a Ferencvaros keeper. And they've got the ball now on the left-hand side. I'm always one of those people that when a player gets 2, leave them on to get 3, or try and leave them on to get 3. Always been like that. Back to Abbott. Oh, they've got a chance here. Oh, put it well over the ball. 72 minutes and 15. Fucking Forest doing a job here. It's excellent stuff. And they're making 2 substitutions now. I think, me personally, I think as a striker, when you've got 2 to get your hat trick is fucking huge. You know what I mean? And really sort of breeds confidence. Although he looked very, very confident tonight anyway. But that's just my kind of take on it. With Aina, cross to Morato, to Yates. The constant fight for the ball, that was handball. The constant fight for the ball is insane. It's awesome. Absolutely awesome to see. Back to Morato. Morato then gets it down to. I tell you what, I don't know whether this is right or not, but I think Dyche is doing some good work with Morato, all the coaches. Because he's done things very differently to what I've seen him do in the past. Here's Aina outside the box, gets it to Dominguez. He pulls it over to the left-hand side. That's going to be cleared. And Morato should pick this up again. Well, looking for Yates, but Ferencvaros have won that. But that's just going to go back to Milenkovic. Look very confident, mate. We look very confident. Agreed, but he's also a professional footballer. He must have known he'd only get 15 minutes in the second half. Very true. Very true. The thing is, I don't think it works the way that I see it nowadays anyway. Back in the day, if you took a striker off with 2 goals, he used to get pissed off and stuff like that. I don't think it kind of works that way nowadays. So, I get it in that respect. Oh dear, that was a bad pass there from Dominguez. And they got the ball in the centre at the minute. That's a card for Dominguez as well, trying to get back from his mistake. Morato hasn't changed. He hasn't had the chance to panic today. That is true as well. There was one point where he was in a situation where he could have panicked and he didn't. There was one point where he was in that situation. I don't know. Look, he's a young lad, isn't he? He's not that old, is he, Morato? "75 minutes and 52 gone. 3-0 Forest. Murillo's getting ready to come on now. I'm just trying to give him something, mate. You know what I mean? Just trying to give him something. Back in the day, there was only one sub. Yeah, that's true. That is very true. Yeah, very true. That's what's crazy when you play these old management games. and you see how it used to be. When you look at the way it is now, it's crazy. Morato heads it forward, gets it to Yates, back to Aina, into Yates again. Yates back to Aina. Aina, lovely back heel, and then Yates can't keep his foot in. And Barillo is coming on now. Milenkovic is going off. Milenkovic going off for Murillo. Milenkovic has been he is an absolute monster, isn't he, Milenkovic? He is such a good player, Milenkovic. Milenkovic and Murillo in the centre are just really, really good at what they do. They work so well together as well. Now Ferencvaros trying to get down the right-hand side. Again, they're just getting hunted down by Forest players. This is great to see. Great to see. "78 minutes gone." That's back to Morato. Cross to Murillo. Into Abbott. Abbott then plays it back to Murillo. Murillo turns. He's so confident. He's such a fucking great player, Murillo. He gets it through, and Murillo carries on the run as well, but he can't get through on that one. But Ferencvaros keep the ball, get it back to their keeper. He's such a confident player. Is Yates on the right-hand side. Is it through to McT? It's back to Abbott. Abbott to Dominguez. Cross to McAtee. McAtee puts the ball over to in the middle to Morgan Gibbs White. Gibbs White can't keep hold of the ball. Ferencvaros get the ball again now, trying to get down the centre, but again, it's just every single time. There's a Forest player just going, nope, we're not having that. And then Morato stops that as well. Morato gets the ball forward to Yates. Into McAtee. McAtee drops it back to Morato. Morato flies the ball over to the left-hand side to Ndoye. Ndoye takes it down well. Trying to get past, can't. Has to play it back to Aina. Into Callum Hudson-Odoi. Back to Ndoye. Ndoye. Oh, he got a free header there. Morgan Gibbs White, but just can't get the direction on it. Just too much on that. He just could not get any direction on it. 80 minutes gone. 3-0 Forest. Absolute awesome performance. Here's Yates, plays it through the middle. Yates is on the run here down the centre, but tackle comes in, loses the ball, goes back to McT. That's going to be a free kick. Yeah, I just love Yatesy, man. He just fucking gives it everything all the time. Free kick, Forest. Morgan Gibbs White over it. McAtee's there with it as well. I'll tell you what, McAtee's gave himself a good thing today as well. I mean, it's the best I've seen him yet, to be honest, for us. Ball comes into the box. Oh, he went for a shot, saved by the keeper. Nice shot that was. Lovely free kick. Keeper reads it though. It's gonna be a corner. 81 minutes and 35 gone. McAtee with a corner. McAtee's been fantastic tonight. Been really good. Oh, that to me is like says that he don't want to go anywhere personally. Or he might be playing in the shop window, I suppose, but he just looks like he wants to really give a performance tonight. It's great to see. And it's Ferencvaros now trying to get through the middle, but again, that's cut out, and Morato gets that into Aina, back to Morato, back to Dominguez. Dominguez running through the middle, gives it to Yates, back to Dominguez. Dominguez to Callum Hudson-Odoi. Callum Hudson-Odoi's pass goes back to Ferencvaros. Then we just push him back again. And they're still keeping the ball. We're just passing it into the midfield, back to the defenders, and then all the way back to the keeper. It's over to the right-hand side, and then Endor just puts the pressure on. Great performance from Forest today. Absolute quality. To a man, it's been absolute quality. Another substitution coming on for Ferencvaros. And we've got a young lad coming on. Dominguez is going off. Don't know who the guy is who's coming on. Oh, it's Bakwa. I think that didn't look like Bakwa. Bakwa's on. That didn't look like Bakwa at all. I didn't think that was Bakwa. Ferencvaros now trying to get it forward. Again, it's cut out, and it's with Abbott in the centre. Gets it across to Aina. Murillo. Into Mon gives White. Gives White, plays it back to Morato. Morato then starts running forward, and he's still going. It was a little bit too far. There's Ferencvaros coming back, but Aina manages to win that back. Into Yates. Yates tries to get it to McAtee, but that goes straight back to Ferencvaros. They're outside the box at the moment, and Aina's trying to stop them. They've got it on this left-hand side. Trying to work something here. Come on, guys. Keep the clean sheet. It gets it back to Yates, to Aina. Aina smashes the ball up the field. Offside anyway. Oh, got Jesus there. He looks like Jesus. His crying face. Big up Yeti, mate. I'm back, mate. How you doing, Adam? You all right, mate? Welcome back. 85 minutes and 20 gone. 3-0 Forest. What a performance tonight, guys. What a performance. It's Ferencvaros now on the left-hand side, and that's going to be cut out again, and Murillo's going to pick that up, send it back to Sells. Over to Aina. Aina with it now, drops it back to Morato. Morato's going to have a run through, gets it over to Yates. Yates pass to Abbott, gets us a throw in. Absolutely brilliant. You know what? I don't know why I've had to make that argument over the years, because Yates has always been an 100%er. Always been an 100%er. You think of your team tonight, Yeti, mate? Fucking excellent, mate. Absolutely excellent. From start to finish, they've just been on it massively. Massively. Oh, that's a lovely pass there from Mung. Gibbs White. Gibbs White again. Shot comes in, and it's a save from the keeper. Still going to come back in, though. Headed away. Callum Hudson-Odoi can't get his shots. Back to Mung Gibbs White. It's over to Dominguez. Dominguez keeps hold of it. Gibbs White again outside the box. Gets it across to Aina on the right-hand side. Aina plays it through to Abbott. Abbott can't get the cross in. Gets it back to Abbott. Gets it back to Aina, I mean. Then Aina to Yates. Yates puts the ball into the box. Bicycle kick comes in. McAtee has a shot and it goes wide. And a yellow card there for the Ferencvaros player. Mate, a proper 100% performance. Yeah, I'm saying, mate, I can't choose who's man of the match. This has just been a fantastic performance. This has been a fantastic team performance. Your comment on Milenkovic got me thinking on who is the best value signing. My final four: Milenkovic, Murillo, CHO, and Aina. Yeah, and I can't choose. No. It's Milenkovic. He's just a stalwart defender. He's absolutely brilliant. Murillo sort of like adds that little bit extra where he'll go forward and he'll do different things and stuff like that. I think Murillo is a massive signing, but at the same point, when we was having that struggle with concentration and defending and stuff, and Nuno came in, we've got a penalty, by the way, and McAtee's going to take the penalty. Go on, lad, you deserve it. Get in. Come on. 4-0. 4-0. Penalty for McAtee. Puts it in the net. Beautiful. He's obviously, his missus is having a kid as well, because he put the ball up his shirt. So, yeah. Big up to McAtee, man. Absolutely brilliant. Keep hold of him, man. Keep hold of him. Not MGW, please, or actually him for his confidence. Yeah, it's a McAtee, man. Looking beautiful as well. Sent the goalkeeper the wrong way. Absolute beautiful penalty. He deserved that as well. His performance tonight's deserved that. I think Murillo's been a massive signing, because you can see you could see the quality of Murillo right from the very start. But when Nuno came in and he brought in Milenkovic, that just solidified it to me. So I think those two are massive signings. Igor Jesus, I think Sangori's been a big signing as well, even though it took him a while to actually sort of show his quality and stuff like that. I think he's another one who's actually been a massive signing for us as well. Anderson, can't not say Anderson. Anderson's definitely in there as well for me. And then, I mean, another one, Sells. Matt Sells. Matt Sells has been a massive signing. Massive signing, Matt Sells. The amount of games he's kept us in, you know, or fucking, if he weren't there, then, you know, we would have struggled with the games and stuff like that. He's insane. So, yeah, I'd have to say Matt Sells as well. Relo is also massive for the profit we'll make when he goes to Real Madrid. Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, dude, I tell you what, when I first saw Murillo, I've been saying this for ages. That guy is absolute star quality. There's no doubt about it. World class for me. Absolute world class. He's only young as well. But I don't think you can cut out Matt Sells in that as well. Matt Sells is absolutely amazing. He's fucking helped. I mean, look at the Arsenal game. I mean, that header from Saka, sorry. How he saves that is unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. So Matt Sells deserves a mention in that as well. Anderson as well for me. They're the one. They're the ones I would say personally. And you can't take Nico away from it as well. To be honest, Nico Williams has been fucking fantastic, and he's just getting better and better and better. So you can't take that one away either. Oh, got an attack down here on the right hand side with Endoy. Endoy pulls it back. They get back in numbers. It's nearly over now. Whistle's going to go anytime. Here's Yates on the outside of the box, plays it into Endoy. Endoy can't get it through. Excellent. Full time. What a fantastic result. What a fantastic result. Fucking absolutely amazing. Awesome result that was. Awesome. We finished 13th. Yeah. So we got up 3 places. And I think we've knocked them out of the blue section. They've gone into the orange section now. So awesome. Absolutely awesome. When he was injured back end of last season, we dropped off. Yeah, when Arna plays well, we play well. Yeah, Arna's definitely in the 100%. Arna's in there, and missed most of the first half of the season. Proper footy tonight. Come on, you Reds. Cheers, yeah. See you Sunday for the Palace match. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Right, I'll be back in a sec, guys. I'm just going to go for a piss. Fucking brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. That was quality. That was absolute quality. I'm so proud of that performance. Brilliant. Right, okay. Really happy for the second team, boys, as they all did well. Yeah, man, absolutely fantastic. And in fact, we looked better before the subs. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I totally agree. Totally agree. Like everyone had their Weetabix. Yep, 100%. And imagine if the second boys had formed like that all season. We'd be in the cups and in the automatic EO places. Yeah, definitely. I think that's one of the biggest things, isn't it, really? It's like if we'd have been performing like that from the start, then we probably would have been doing a lot better. But the thing is, it can take time, though, can't it? It can take time to sort of get it going. And I think one of the best things that Dice has actually done since he's took over was when we was playing the game against Braga. And I know we lost to Braga, but what he said after that game, I think, set the bar. He came out and turned around and said that you have to know what it takes to play for this badge, and you have to know what it takes to play for this shirt. You saw that against Brentford. You've now seen it. Was the Arsenal game after that? I can't remember what game was after that, but you know, and you're seeing that now because he's made it clear what it takes to play for this club and what it takes to play for this badge. You know, and I think that was a masterstroke, to be honest. I mean, he always says it how it is anyway, and this is what I like about Dyche. This is really what I like about Dyche. He just says it. He just comes out with stuff that really resonates with me and the way I think. You know, that's why. I mean, everybody's saying that. There's a load of people on Facebook saying that Dyche should leave, go, and out, and all that kind of stuff. Well, I think they'll be different tonight because that was a fantastic performance. Give it a bit of time, but he says the right things. He says the right things. He's got the right mentality. It's down to the players whether they buy into it, basically. And big up, Simply. How you doing? I thought it was Billy Connolly. Just joking. I wish I was. Fucking hell, he's awesome. He is. But how you doing, mate? Hope you're well. And big up to you. I haven't seen you in my channel before. But yeah, absolute class. Absolute class. And him turning around and saying that, I think that was huge because that just set the precedent for what you need to be to play for Forest. I just think that was absolutely huge to come out and say that. And I think he played a masterstroke there by playing those players and then players not playing too well and all that to be able to make that sentence of what it takes to wear this badge. And I tell you what, every single one of them have bought into that. You could see it. You could see it against Brentford. You could see it against. I mean, Brentford. Like we went 1-0 up. It was a bit scary at times. You know, I was doing the watch along. I was tense. And then a one you comes on, gets that goal. It was like, oh my days, thank fuck for that. But you can see that they're all buying in. But I think with a manager like Dice, when they buy in, you've got it sussed. But we've just got to keep it going now. You know, great result in the Europa. You know, we've got to take it to Palace on Sunday. I want that kind of performance every time now. Same as he will as well. He'll want that kind of performance every time. You know, and that's how it should be. And I just think what he said there, I think that was a massive thing to actually say because that told every single player exactly what you need to bring every game. And let's face it, they're doing it as well. So, you know, I mean, that game, that was insane. I mean, I never expected that. It just looked like everybody was on the same page. Everybody knew what they was doing, and they just wasn't going to lose this game tonight. They was not going to lose this game tonight. I don't think Ferencvaros expected that in a million years. I don't think they expected that at all. I think they expected to come here and just take us out, and we just weren't having that tonight. I couldn't be more proud as a Forest fan to see what I've seen tonight. That was excellent. But it doesn't stop here. It doesn't stop here, and I'm pretty sure that's what Dyche will probably say in his press conference. Because we've done this before. We've gone to Liverpool, we beat them 3-0, and we beat Spurs 3-0. But then when it comes to the other games, we just sort of let our foot off the gas, and we can't let our foot off the gas. This is a fantastic team. It's a fantastic team if you can get them working in the right way. And the way he got them going tonight was exactly the right way. We ain't going down with those kind of performances. There's no way whatsoever. But we've got to bring it to every single game. It's simple as that, or simply as that guy's name is. But that is exactly what we've got to do. We've got to bring it to every single game. I'd have said more Charles Manson than Billy Connolly, to be honest with you, but either one, I suppose. I suppose one's better than the other. But yeah, I mean, we've got to keep bringing it. Got to keep bringing it, mate. We can't let our foot off the gas. If we play like that against a lot of teams, they'll struggle. I mean, I don't like I say, I don't. If you looked at like Ferencvaros and their sort of mental state, you could see they didn't expect that in a million years. They thought that they was going to come here and it was going to be an easy win, and we just was not having it tonight. And that's exactly what I need to see from my players. I'm overjoyed, and Jesus getting 2 goals as well, and 2 beautiful goals as well. Absolute fucking beautiful goals. And it's just great to see him start getting what he deserves as well with the work that he puts in. He deserves that. Abbott looks quality. Abbott looks absolute quality. He's just so composed. He's just so he didn't look out of place or anything like that. He looked absolutely awesome, and they're having to fight for their shirts now, and I think that's exactly what you need. Any team needs players fighting for their shirts. Any team needs that. That's always been my general consensus. You've got to have players who are fighting for the shirts and not just thinking they get the shirts regardless of what they offer, And I think we've got that now. I think there've been 1 or 2 players looking like and thinking, damn, am I going to lose my shirt? That's exactly what you want. Exactly what you want. So, yeah, I'm overjoyed. I'm absolutely overjoyed. I don't think Morato put anything out of place tonight. I'll give credit where it's due, as I'll have a go when I need to. But I thought Morato did well tonight, to be honest. I don't think he did bad in any ways. There wasn't a lot of defending things that he had to do. But so it's hard to judge it on that. But I think he did exactly what he had to do. and he got his foot in a few times as well when we needed it. He pressed forward at times when we needed it, so I can't really fault him either. Fair play to the ref, barely noticed him. Yeah, I think the ref was spot on, to be honest. I think the ref was spot on. Absolutely spot on. Especially, like when that guy just threw himself to the floor and he gave us the free kick. Brilliant. Brilliant. Just need more of it. Yates masterclass. Yeah, 100%. 100%. What he brings to this team is, to me, it's like, and this is why I was saying that he deserves that captain's armband, because to me, he is like, he's got the same kind of like mental state as like Stuart Pearce and Keane and all that kind of stuff. He might not have the technical quality. I think he is getting better. I think he's definitely getting better. But it's like, what he brings to the team is just different. And that's what Mark said. Mark said a while back when he said when Yates was out injured that we look a better team, a more fighting team when he's there. Because he's a proper captain. He bleeds Forest. He loves Forest. Can't see him ever going anywhere. And I don't want him to ever go anywhere. I just think he's just class. He's what you need. You don't need just every single player to be quality on the ball and fucking skillful as fuck and all that kind of stuff. You need your fucking players in the middle that's going to do the right things at the right times as well. And got to get into the opposition, and give them something to think about. There's a lot of things towards a team that matters. And it's not just quality, skillful players. You've got to have players that allow the quality, skillful players to do what they do. And that's what Yates does. For me, McAtee came out as a big winner. What we've been waiting for to see from him, 100%. 100%. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I'm happy for him, mate. I think, you know what? I think what McAtee did tonight was, with all this speculation of him wanting out of Forest and him wanting to leave and stuff like that, I think he pretty much shown that we don't want to get rid of him. We don't want rid of him. I thought he was fantastic tonight. Absolutely fantastic. But to a man, there's nobody I can really pull out that, wasn't good enough. There was just quality. It was a great team performance. Dyche must be ecstatic at that. Dyche must be ecstatic at that, because you just saw a total fighting team. And I think we need to continue like that right from the start of the game. Same as what we did against Arsenal when we first started the game. Get at them. Scare the shit out of them. Make them realise that we ain't going to fucking just lie down to everybody. And I think that's the key. And that's exactly what we did tonight. Exactly what we did tonight, and that's what we should have done. We should have done that against Braga. We'd have done that against Braga, we'd have won that game. We would 100% have won that game, but we just didn't. That's all by the by. It's gone now. But yeah, that was phenomenal. That was awesome. Brilliant from Forest. We've got to keep it going now. We've got to go Palace, give them the same kind of game. They've got no Wharton. So, they're down on Wharton as well. So, yeah, we've got... look, I don't have no issue with Palace, but at the end of the day, I'm a Forest fan. And all that matters is my team at the end of the day. I might talk about your team. I might give your team some credit and all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, I am 100% a Forest fan and 100% a Red. So it's all about my team. It's not about yours. So we've just got to keep bringing it, same as the other teams that's around that era. I mean, look, we had some good stuff last season with the Nuno thing and the way we was playing, and we didn't fear anybody, and it was great. And I think there was always something in the back of my mind where it's like, this is like, it's great, but it's too soon. This is gonna not quite work out the way that we want it to. But it was great last season because every game you played, it didn't matter who we played, we knew we could do something against. And that's what we want back again. And seeing what I saw tonight, that's exactly what I saw. If we can bring that to every single team from now till the end of the season, then we will be fine. We'll be fine. And there's no reason why we can't. There's no reason why we can't. I mean, look, it's only the Europa. It's what we're in. We're used to bigger things, from the past and stuff. But that is the past. That is the past. This is now. And we've got to do what we've got to do now. And I would imagine Dice is absolutely overjoyed with that performance. I'd imagine, I mean, there'll still be Dices out and all that kind of stuff. You're always going to get that. I mean, I'm not on that road at all. When it starts to work, it starts to work. It was same with Nuno. When it started to work, it was great. So, we need to just push forward for that. But hey, mate, I am an absolute fucking very, very happy Forest fan tonight because that was quality. Absolute quality. From start to finish, that was quality. But I do agree with you that, like, when the subs came on, it did sort of like become more of a like keep hold of the ball, keep it this side and the other. But we still did get forward a little bit as well. That's all you can want, to be honest. But we've got to get it sorted in the league after beating Brentford. We've got to go and beat Palace. And my mate's a Palace fan, and I have nothing but respect for him. But, at the end of the day, it's about Forest, and that's it. So we've got to make sure we get something in that as well. And just keep going up and up and up. That's pretty much what we need to be doing now. We've got great players. We've got awesome players. I mean, we've got better players than where we are at the minute. But we went into the Ange era, and that was just stupid. I get it if you'd have if it had been a pre-season with Ange or whatever, and they'd have got used to the way he wants them to play and all that kind of stuff. That's when someone like that could come in. Although I don't think he was any good anyway. But, if you're going to do that and try and change the old system and try and change everything you're doing, it needs to be done with a pre-season, not in the point where it was done. That was stupid. And to that point, I have to, as much as I love Marinakis and what he's done for this club, I have to question his judge of character to a point because that was just stupid. I know he wants the best for this club. I know he wants the best for himself as well, and I have nothing but respect for him. But, we'll just have to see kind of how it goes. Sterling update. Spurs very interested. Spurs interested in Sterling. See, yeah, I mean, I hope he go there. I hope to fuck he don't come here, to be honest. I really do. Perhaps it's another Nketiah thing for me. I hope he don't come here. I really do. Good night, gents. Won't be here on Sunday as I'll be there. See you for Leeds. Yeah, man, absolutely. I tell you what, mate, drop on to the stream at half time and say what you've got to say on your phone or whatever. If you can't, then no worries. Enjoy it, bro. Enjoy it. Hopefully, at some point, I'll be able to get to a game. Maybe meet you if you go into that game as well. That'd be cool. We'll have to look at that in the future, see if that's actually going to happen or not. I don't think we've had a good transfer in from Arsenal, including loans. No, I don't. To be honest. I mean, I don't. That's interesting. I know you're going, but what did you think of? What was his fucking name? The guy who we bought from Arsenal for $1 million. I can't remember what his name is now. Fuck's sake. Can't remember what his name was, but I didn't rate him. I didn't like him. Can't remember what his name was. Played under Pearce. Think he caused a lot of problems when Pearce was manager. Can't remember what his fucking name was. What was his name who we got from you guys for about £1 million? Can't remember what his name was. What's your lineup for live watch-alongs this weekend? Well, I think I'm pretty much sticking to Forest unless there's any really good games. I prefer my Forest watch-alongs and then doing the gaming and stuff like that. Let's have a look, see what we've got this weekend. Right, so we've got Leeds v Arsenal. That's at 3:00. Apparently, I shouldn't do 3:00 games because nobody else gets to watch them, although that's not what a watch along means. But anyway. Wolves v Bournemouth and Brighton v Everton. So if I do a 3:00, it probably will be the Leeds Arsenal game. 5:30 is Chelsea West Ham. That's an interesting one. I might look at that because obviously West Ham are around us, Leeds are around us, so obviously those two make a difference to me. And what else we got? 8:00, Liverpool, Newcastle. That's an interesting one as well. That's an interesting one, so I might do that one as well. Aston Villa, Brentford on Sunday at 2. Man United, Fulham at 2. Forest, it's Forest Palace, obviously. So that's going to be the 2:00. And then Tottenham, Man City. Yeah, I might look at that one as well because it's Man City and it's fight at the top. So yeah, so to possibly be 3 at the weekend, I think. That's pretty much what I'll go for at the weekend. What position? Midfield. Midfield. I can't remember his fucking name. No. Bentner. No, it weren't Bentner. It's not Tavares. It's oh fuck's sake. What was his name? The midfielder. I can see his face. I just cannot think of his name. We bought him from you for about $1 million, I think it was, when we was in the championship. He was there when Pace was manager. I can't think of his fucking name. I could see his face, and a lot of Forest fans loved him, but I didn't like him at all. I thought he turned up when he wanted to turn up and didn't turn up any other time. Lansbury, that's it. Yeah, Henry Lansbury. Yeah, that's him. Henry Lansbury. Yeah, I did not like him at all, to be honest. I didn't rate him at all, to be fair. Thought he was terrible. It wasn't a big. I mean, I know there's a lot of Forest fans thought he was great, but I didn't like him. Wasn't a good one for me at all. Forgot all about him. Yeah, exactly. 100%. Yeah, flat to deceive. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Did not rate him at all. Not at all. Didn't. I mean, if I was looking at like players that I rated, Majewski was quality. You remember Majewski? Majewski was awesome. He weren't from Arsenal, but I mean, Majewski was quality. And we've had so many like good midfielders and all that kind of stuff. It's just like, nah, not for me. Not for me. More worried about his ear than the ball. Yeah. Totally. Did you like Ben Osborne? I like Ben Osborne as well. I actually like Ben Osborne. That was another one that was. I did like Ben Osborne. To be fair, I thought on his day he could really deliver. And when he scored that goal against Derby, when it was pretty much Pearce's last game, that was fucking class. That was a class goal. That was from Osborne. But yeah, Henry Lansbury, I didn't like. I think that was where the issue was with Stuart Pearce, to be honest. No, Benny, that goal, yeah, man, that was fucking quality. That was. I think the players just performed for that game just to say bye to Stuart Pearce. But yeah, that was class. Love Benny, that goal. Right, night, gents. Yeah, night, man. Thanks for coming in, bro. Thanks for the support. Appreciate it, man. Really appreciate it all the time. Don't have many Forest contingent, but the ones I have are absolute class. Why does it keep fucking pieing? Why does it keep snow pieing? I mean, I know you like go to the bar and want to get a good head, but for fuck's sake, every single time. But yeah, I mean, I like Ben Osborne. I thought he was awesome. Another proper 100%er for us, I mean, one of the big things I think that fucked us up was like we had Michael Dawson, and I think we all knew that Dawson was going, but I think for me, I don't know about anybody else, but for me, when Dawson went and Reed went as well, that was the proper kick in the teeth. I knew Dawson was going to go, but when Reed went as well, that was like, fuck's sake. And then we got Chris Commons, which he was decent at times, to be fair. But he weren't no Andy Reid. Andy Reid was fucking class at times. Absolute class. And never forget that when he fucking went down the pitch, smashed that left foot, fucking drive straight into the net against West Ham. That was fucking insane. What a brilliant player Reedy was. We've had some absolute class players, though. Absolute class players. But hey, it is what it is. And, back in the Premier League now. So we've got to keep that going, haven't we? And I'm 100% a Dyson because I like his attitude and everything like that. If the players ain't down for it, then maybe the players need to go, But for me, Dice is 100%. If the players want to actually get somewhere and do something, Dice for me should have come in when Nuno left. That's the biggest mistake we made this season by taking on Ange. Dice should have come in then because it's same kind of idea, same kind of thing as what Nuno has and all that kind of stuff. And I think that's where we kind of went wrong, to be honest. But anyway, that's all by the by, isn't it? It's all by the by. So, yeah, that's kind of like the way it's gone. But I mean, then Steve Cooper comes in, and what a job he did. You can say what you like about Steve Cooper, but what a job he did was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And I tell you what, Cooper doesn't get the respect he deserves because there's not many managers. You look at the managers nowadays, they've got to have the right players in the right spots. Cooper got loads of players signed when we first came into the Prem. Loads of players got signed, and he made a team out of them to keep us in the fucking league. Yeah. And I tell you now, there's not many managers that could actually do that. There's not many managers that could actually do that. They need to have their own players and the right players and all this, that, and the other. Cooper turned up, didn't even know half of the fucking players. All those players we started signing when we got into the Premier League spent fucking God knows how much. I mean, that was probably the most exciting transfer window ever. Where we just, Forrest are signing this player, Forrest is signing that player, Forrest signing this player. And he had to make an 11 out of that to keep us in the Premier League. And I don't think he gets the respect that he deserves for doing that. That was an absolute amazing job. That just showed that an actual manager that sees the players he's got and makes something out of it. That's an actual manager. You don't go, I can't do my job if I ain't got this, or I can't do my job or I ain't got that. He just made the best of what he got. And that's the way that managers should work. And I think a lot of the managers now are of that ilk where it's like, well, if I ain't got the right players, then I can't do what I can do. And to me, it just doesn't make any sense because it's like you get players where, I don't know, they're good in a left wing back position and not good in any other positions. What happens to the time when you get a player and turn them versatile and train them up to be able to do all different things and go in all different positions and all that kind of stuff? What happened to all of that instead of just wanting a player that fits straight away? Because, I mean, we've seen time and time again, it doesn't work. That doesn't work. So I don't understand why we've done that. It's like football's becoming more lazy. It's like managers are becoming more lazy, and it puts players in a box as well. If they're only good at this or they're only good at that, then they're only going to get looked at from teams who've got manager who does that. So they could miss out on sort of being in a top team because they're not of the same ilk. If you can get a player that can play in any position, Not goalkeeper. I mean, you don't want goalkeepers that can be forwards and all that kind of stuff. But if you can get like a player that can play in all different positions and be competent in all different positions, and obviously that raises his value, you know, I would have thought. And the way managers do it nowadays is like, oh, well, he's got to have his players. If he ain't got his players, you can't really judge him. I don't buy that, to be honest. I don't buy that at all. Back in the day, a manager would come in, he'd have the players, and he'd make something out of the players that he's actually got. You know, that to me is a skill to be able to make the best out of what you've got. And a lot of managers don't do that now. They just sort of like they have to have the players that fit in the spots. You know, I don't think that's good management at all. I think it's easy management. But anyway, I'll be back in a sec. Yeah, I mean, those kind of managers don't exist anymore. I mean, Cloughie came into Forest, and there was a player that Cloughie actually signed and got rid of on the same day because, like, he signed him, got him into training, saw he wasn't good enough, and he got rid of him on the same day. You know, that is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. But that was like back in the day when managers actually was managers. And they didn't turn around and say, oh, it's a referee or anything like that. I mean, Cloughie was brilliant at making sure the players went nowhere near the referee. He had a lot of respect for referees. A lot of respect for referees. And he never sort of put it down to stuff like that, you know. He got the best out of players instead of like buying players in to get the best out of. I know he bought Trevor Francis for £1 million, and that was the first like big money. But look what he did. Look what he did. You know, I mean, you can't really knock that. To be fair, and as a Forest fan, you've always got to be proud of that, and hopefully he can like. I mean, if he'd have looked down and seen that performance tonight, he would have been so proud of that performance tonight. You know, he was just a quality fucking manager, and the ones now, I just don't think they're at it at all. It'd be nice to see a manager come up and just be something different. You know, turn the players into what you want them to be. They've already got the quality. You've seen the quality. That's why you're taking notice of them. And then sort of like at one time, he used to sort of make players versatile to be able to play in different positions and all this, that, and the other. Nowadays, it's completely different. I need a left back that does this. And also, if you look at it, it sort of cuts the players' points down to who they can sign for and who they can, get with and all that kind of stuff. You can't sign for this manager because he don't want that kind of thing. So, I mean, to me, it just don't make any sense. Don't make any sense. If you got somebody, the best kind of player that you can get is somebody that could, as a manager, the best kind of player you can get is someone you can mold into what you want. And what you want from them. And it's also going to advance their careers as well, because if you just can play in one position in one formation, there's going to be the only teams that's going to be interested in you is the teams that play that formation or that thing. Back in the day, a manager could like get a team on that much of a level of respect that he could turn around mid-game and go, right, go 3-5-2, go fucking 4-3-3. You go over, you know how it works because we've done all of this. Nowadays, it don't work like that. Nowadays, it's just like I've got one tactic, I've got one style, and if it don't work, then we just go home and we'll take the loss. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. If you're getting beaten in midfield, then you change it up so you've got more people in midfield and more people to actually try and win the ball and all that kind of stuff. Nowadays, it's just like, oh, well, I think it'll work eventually. It will work eventually, which is pretty much Arteta 101. It will work eventually. You look at the Manchester United game, 4 substitutions, the management's getting taken out of football, and I think Dyche is still one of those kind of managers that still does that. And he does make the differences to the team to make them do something different. And I think that's one of the big things that's lost in football nowadays. It's just like, oh, well, we'll keep passing it outside the box and then eventually we'll get something. But, I mean, that's like, it might not happen. So you've got to do something else. That's the thing for me that's lost in football nowadays. Managers that can actually change things and not just have their own idea and just keep going with it. The only people that lose out on that as well is the fans. The fans lose out on that because the amount of times that you're there watching a game when you're in the ground and you're thinking, oh, mate, you need to change. You need to get more people in the midfield. You need to do this, that, and the other. Because the fans know. The fans know. We always know. You're fans yourself. So, you always know. You can see exactly where it's going wrong. Well, we don't always see exactly where it's going wrong, but we can see, like, the player that's bringing it. I've always been able to see the player that's bringing it in a game. I didn't see that with Ferencvaros today. I saw it with Braga. I knew that guy on the left-hand side was a problem right from the start. With Ferencvaros, I just thought, like, these guys have just turned up thinking that they're just going to beat us. You could see it right from the start. They just thought they was just going to turn up and they was just going to beat us and cause a shock. Well, not a shock, really, because, I mean, they were 7th in the Europa. But that was the kind of thing I got from it. And we just gave them something different. And I've always said, whenever you come to the City Ground, you've got to give every team that comes to the City Ground a game that they don't fucking want. And you give them a game they don't fucking want, and then you start doing your thing. I've always said it. Same as when we played Arsenal at the City Ground. I mean, tense game, really tense game for me. I mean, I know I listened to Arsenal fans and it's like we weren't good enough and all that kind of stuff. But you had a lot of fucking good chances there. It was quite a tense watch along, that was, for me. But hey, the worst thing is like when I'm talking to somebody online and they're like saying, "Oh well, you know," and like trying to compare us with Arsenal. We're not on that level yet. We're not on that level yet. And if you're comparing us to you, then that kind of says a lot about you. To be fair, we'll get there. I do believe we'll get there. Never believe we'd get here. So nah, anything is not a disbelief. So we will get there. We will get to those levels. And when we get to those levels and we get to those points where we are challenging for things, yeah, will you still have the same mindset as in, oh yeah, I want Forest to do this and I want Forest to do that? If we're challenging and we're against each other for something good, then you're not going to look at it like that. You know, that's kind of my consensus on kind of the way you see us. You're seen as like the wounded animal, you know, and oh yeah, you know, love Forest, you know, got to fucking look after the wounded animal. But when we're actually challenging you for what you want, then it'll be a different story. Then it will be a different story. If we was fighting for the top of the league or whatever, eventually in years and years from now, you know, it's not going to be looked at as, oh, I want Forest to win and all that kind of stuff. So I get it and I respect it, but that is kind of the way it will go. Because I do believe we will get to the heights at some point. As a Forest fan, you've got to believe it because I didn't believe we'd get in the Prem, but we're in the Prem. And now we're in the Prem. You know, we will take it to the heights, but you won't be looking at us in the same way when we do. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Keep it real. Keep it yay. You know, that's exactly the way it's going to go. And it's not going to be like, oh, yeah, we have a lot of respect for Forest and all this, that, and the other. You're going to be looking over your shoulder. And I get that because supporting the team is tribal. Supporting the team is tribal. It's always been tribal. Yeah. And when we're in the same sort of situation as what you're in, then it's going to be different. And I understand that. And I have a lot of Forest fan, a lot of Arsenal fans that have come over to me, come over to my channel, and I respect every single one of them. And I respect Arsenal. I don't like Arteta. Can't stand him. Never made that. Nobody does not understand that because I've always said it. Can't stand the bloke. I think he holds your team back, to be honest. But at the end of the day, it's to me, it's all about Forest. It's not about Arsenal, you know. So I'm never going to love them. Never going to care if they win or lose. I don't really give a shit, to be honest. because it's about Forest. Same as for you, it's about Arsenal. If you expect that from me, then you're on to a loser, because if you got another manager in, if you got like a Luis Enrique or whoever, Simeone or whatever you got, then there's still going to be that, like, we're rivals. We're in the same league, so we're rivals. Same as with Crystal Palace. You know, I've got friends who support Crystal Palace, but we're still going to be rivals. West Ham, we're going to be rivals. You know, it's all about our own teams, and we can't let that fucking slip away. We'll talk about other teams. We don't really give a fuck about them. We give a fuck about our own teams. That's how it's always going to be. It's never going to be any different. It's never going to be any different. If Forest can get something over you and fuck you over, then I will take that 100%. I don't mean fuck you over as in cheat, because I don't like cheating, but, you know, as in get something over you but with being better, then I'll take that 100%. 100%. And you would as well. You would as well. If you say you wouldn't, then you just fooling yourself, to be honest, because that's what it's all about. It's all about being the better team and being the better prospect. And that's exactly what I'm looking for with Forest. And I do think we'll get there eventually. I really do believe we'll. I mean, I didn't believe when we was in the Championship, because I thought there's no way we're ever going to the Prem. But, you know, now we're actually in the Prem, I do believe that we will get to the heights that I want to see. Whether I'm still alive when it happens, I don't know. But we'll see on that one. But at the end of the day, I am Forest till I die. And yes, I'll talk about your teams. I'll give your teams respect. But at the end of the day, it's all about the Reds. It's all about the Forest for me. And it always will be. Never going to change. So, anyway, guys, I'm going to disappear because I'm not knackered. I'm not tired or anything like that. But I don't know what else I can say, to be honest. I don't know what else I can say. So, all I can say is up the Forest, and we're making moves. Where those moves are going to take us, I don't know, but I'm here for it 100%. I've been here for it when it's been downsides, and I'm going to enjoy the good sides, you know. And that's exactly what football's all about. You know, there will be downsides, there will be good sides. If you ask me if Arsenal are going to win the league, I think you're going to come through it, to be honest. I do think you're going to come through it. My head is saying that you're going to come through it, and I think you're going to be all right. The only thing I would say is if you do, and if you do win the league, then you're keeping that guy. Now, I don't know what you think about that, but, you know, I still see frailties in that bloke, to be honest, Arteta. But that don't matter to me because I'm not an Arsenal fan. So it doesn't matter to me. I'm only interested in what Forest do, and got a draw against you, which was excellent. So yeah, but yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you for the support as always. Big up to all of you. I appreciate the support all the time, and yeah, keep it real, keep it yay always, and yeah. Tatty fucking bye. I'll see you on Sunday. I'll be dropping like a few videos on games and shit like that up until that point. And I'll be doing a few watch alongs at the weekend. But other than that, I'm out. So, yeah. Catch you later, guys. Take it easy. See you later. 4-0 Forest against Ferencvaros. Awesome stuff. See you later, guys.